recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan.
Hurry, if you don't hit it, they'll never know we're on air.
Yeah, that's the only way they know it's official.
Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 241. Beware the Ides of March. March 1st, it's cold again. Brian is back from his illness.
Yeah.
Al is always ill, but in a different way, yo.
I'm illin', chillin', like a villain.
And we got a lot of illness to talk about because a lot of people have died.
This podcast is like an ill communications.
Yes.
We've got a license to ill.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all that.
We lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
We've had storms, warmth, and storms again since you last saw us all together in the same room.
The warmth is about to come back again.
It
starting
is.
Monday, and it
Yeah.
looks like the 10-day is like showing like
It's trending warm and trending.
Mid 40s all the way up to maybe even near 60,
Cool.
dare I say.
I'll take it.
That's what I need.
Right around the Ides of March.
Which will be on the air for the Ides of March.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
saying. It's 2 weeks from.
So
Yeah.
should we start the show with
Let's talk about me.
vehicle
Yeah.
that day?
Let's,
We'll play the song.
I'm going to talk about my plague. No, I don't care.
yeah, what's
I was
up,
just
Ted?
saying
How
the
you doing?
plague.
Yeah, tell us about the plague. Because now it's one thing for me to miss because of sickness, because I have a Native American immune system.
Yeah. Like all the blankets with the disease
Yeah,
on and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fight anything off anymore. But what happened with you?
I just had a lot of drainage. It was like 3 days of drainage. And then I was like, man, it's not going to turn anything else. And then it did. And I started coughing like crazy. And couldn't sleep. I was sleeping in a recliner because I couldn't breathe at night. And it got to the point where I wasn't even sleeping in the recliner by like,
Just from sheer discharge?
yeah, just draining and would wake up coughing and stuff. I'm still coughing, but it feels like I have a fucking hair in my throat. It's been annoying me all day.
Well, the good thing is all the cat hair from where she sleeps there will certainly help.
It's going to help, yeah. And then by that Thursday, I was like, I had such a bad headache because I'd slept like 5 hours in 3 days, basically. And I was sick. And then I felt okay after that. And then by Saturday, I felt crappy again.
That was last week.
Last Saturday, yes.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
So I'm still draining, but
just not dying.
the weather's been like shit. Obviously, it's been 56 and then it's 25. And then,
Yeah, your sinuses can't recover.
no.
You'd think with the way this winter's been for y'all, you'd had about a half a fucking immune system between the two of you.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Well, even when everybody got sick at Christmas time, like everybody
Yeah, you
in
really
my wife's
did,
family,
did you?
I had
Maybe-
it for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe the secret to health is cancer. We need to get it, like Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah.
They'll fry your immune
Dude, I
system
take
and reboot it.
like I take 5,000 IUs of fucking or 10,000 IUs of vitamin D a day.
Oh,
They say
yeah.
that's too much, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Prove
Well,
it.
my
Yeah.
I stopped taking my immune support after I was sick for 6
Yeah.
weeks, basically. I guess that don't work.
I just
I
I,
guess that-
Yeah.
I just take like
guess
this it's an all natural, it's a really good quality methylated multivitamin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take liquid vitamin D. I take like 2 beakers, and it's like it's like 5,000 IUs each.
It must be
Yeah,
working.
I've heard about the stomach one going around too. It's a lot of badness.
Yeah, Craig had that. I think he messaged in the group like a week and a half ago, and he had norovirus.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
So, yeah,
He said it was worse than any COVID or anything he had at all. It was horrible.
KO'd him.
No, I mean I've had diarrhea for 3 years, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've just had like
Yeah.
stomach flu for 3 years straight.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's-
sure that's all it is.
That's all it is. It's nothing else.
Illness. Yeah, I mean, it happens.
It happens.
But it's it's not
He said,
not very palatable.
Palatability.
Premise Land says, "I'm just getting over an illness. I managed to get through work without shitting my pants. You can take W's when you can.
Absolutely.
true.
That's true.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess we could do a little recap on some stories we covered.
Yeah, I brought up like I was just looking through the texts of
Yeah.
last week from episode because this is episode 241, right?
It is.
So Mark Paul Lewis didn't take our advice and he gave up the hunt.
Yeah. If you don't remember, I think there was a week that you missed.
Yeah.
And we talked about that when he was stalking Jeepsy.
Wandering
right,
Jeeps.
Wandering
right,
Jeepsy.
right.
And he gave up.
He
And
gave
then he
up.
just gave
we
up.
gave him the best advice he could possibly ever get.
He failed Mark Paul Lewis.
And he
failed.
ignored us You can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, guys.
Right.
You
How
know?
has anybody seen how Jeepsy's doing lately?
She's fine because
Yes, she is.
when she reported him to law enforcement, and he was
She
basically
snitched.
yeah, and
Oh.
her followers were basically triangulating him and keeping him like kind of harassed, I think.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And so he gave up.
Well, I mean,
He gave up the hunt.
I don't know. I'm really good at giving an advice to people, and I usually, if they just listen to me, it'll work. But also, I'm also a fan of just giving up.
Yeah,
So, realistically,
You
he
probably
did. He
should.
did everything I would have done. So,
That's probably
yeah.
Not to mention, if you like things get hard, it's always best to just quit.
Is that Yosef?
It is him.
Well, don't worry. He said, "Good morning, brothers. Sorry I wasn't here a couple minutes sooner. I'm waking up now, though may not text a lot, but I will listen." That's fine. We started late, so
There's a late
Yeah.
start.
Yes. Yep. I was
we're doing
I
like
was,
Superstation time.
I was
slots.
tardy, and I'm never usually tardy.
Remember, like TBS was like 10:05. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I don't understand that shit to this day, but
Yeah. The episodes are 10:05 and 10:35.
we're doing TBS time slots.
Can't lose if you quit.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You can't lose if you quit.
Yeah, if
That
you
is so right,
You
cuz.
never compete. Doesn't matter.
So does anybody know where our buddy Mark Paul Lewis, not Goslar, is?
No, he's went off the grid. I've been kind of monitoring Wandering Gypsy channel, and I think he's left her alone.
Oh,
So I
that's
guess
boring.
Mark is a quitter.
What about the
Yes.
one guy that was white knighting her that we watched the videos of too? Is
I
he
don't
still
know.
around?
He's still that guy's still around. I forgot his name, but yeah, he was white knighting, but he was also crazy.
He's also great.
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah,
was,
white knighting.
he's like he's like
Look at me, I'm a good dude.
he's like he doesn't like stalking competition.
Yeah. He's like,
I'm the
wait."
main stalker.
And then he suggested that she invite him in and then poison him. Remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
That's murder, dude. You can't do that either.
He'll stop though.
Yeah. If you're dead, you can stop.
That is a good way to stop him.
Yeah. It works. If you murder somebody, I mean, there's guaranteed foolproof.
Well,
Why
it's
not?
self. I mean, he it's self defense
Yeah.
at that point, right?
Yeah.
Even though you invited him in to the house
like
or
a
the
vamp.
Jeep, I guess.
Yeah, or the Jeep. Yeah, in her case.
Yeah.
So I guess there won't be a whole lot going on with them too.
I feel like it's probably over at this point.
Get out of my bushes. Yeah. You got no. That's a good point. Premise land. Get out of the bushes. So yeah.
Oh wow.
I guess since Brian was down with the sickness, Disturbed singer was also down with the sickness, and Al was depressed about it.
Yes. So
That's Al's favorite band.
yes.
Did you hear the new track?
No, I didn't.
Is it?
Yeah, me either.
Is it a fucking gay cover of a good song?
All I know is that him and Jake Shields from the UFC argue all day long on Twitter about Israel.
Do they?
Yeah,
Really?
Israel and Palestine.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Jake Shields. I haven't heard his name in a while.
yeah. He's him and David Draymond, who's Jewish, don't have
They don't see it eye to eye.
They're not seeing eye to eye on the Israeli conflict,
What?
as
Wow.
one might assume.
Yeah.
And they said they've argued like 1,000 times. Like, how do you two even find each other?
Yeah.
I know.
How do you do?
It's like the
One's
most
in a
random.
band. One's
a failed fighter.
Yeah. I don't know. What are you guys? Doing?
That is weird. That's kind of a weird.
Yeah.
You know, if it was like two musicians,
Yeah.
like if I saw like Morello and Nugent arguing about it, I'd get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's like
right.
two random people.
Yeah.
It's
so
like the Dave Disturbed and
maybe Cat Stevens. He's
maybe Cat
Islamic.
Stevens. But it's like and like this Sherpa. It's like two most random people arguing about something.
Oh wait, we got amazing news.
Don't tell me anything. I don't want any spoilers.
John
I've
Cena,
not watched Elimination Chamber yet.
John Cena turned heel, Brian.
Don't
Sorry.
spoil it.
Whatever you do, don't spoil it, because Eric will totally.
I already saw some spoilers. It's okay.
Yeah. Don't ask Eric what he thinks of the Israeli conflict.
Mm.
Might not like that.
That's that comedian Dave Smith, who is Jewish, who's very critical of Israel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And his partner on his podcast, and they're both Jewish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Smith's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's on that.
That motherfucker will go on, like, he'll go on Piers Morgan, all those talk shows, and he'll fucking debate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Smith. He's
He's like an anti-Semitic Jew. I don't know.
So he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
is what
right.
you're saying.
Yeah.
No, Dave was on what is that podcast called? Legion of Skanks.
Yeah. He does that with some. It's a Big J Okerson, I think's on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny too.
Yeah, they were pretty over the top.
Yeah.
So guys, how did you guys? Israel, they're great. How did you guys deal with Death Storm that came?
Oh,
We had like a foot of snow, then a knot, and then foot of snow again.
I shoveled and salted, and that's how I dealt with it.
Yeah, it was what. I got up and.
Oh wait, did I accidentally play?
No. Yeah, I got up in the morning and I was like, "Oh, there's a little snow," so I shoveled it and I salted the shit out of everything.
Yeah,
and then it happened again.
Yeah.
Next week, and I did it again.
Yeah,
and I never really shoveled anything major.
No,
because I
nothing
put so much salt down.
Yeah, same thing.
Let's put it this way: I had the very cleanest sidewalks and driveway.
Yeah,
yeah. I use my my powerful my battery powered snowblower.
Oh yeah,
Got rid of everything.
Do you like it?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I like my Toro gas one that I gave to Matt more.
Yeah.
Everything I've had electric has been awesome and better than anything I've had before it, except the snowblower. It's not as great of a concept.
No,
it's good.
Does it kill the battery quick?
It's not so much that it's kind of hard. It's
like, it's just
it gets hung up a lot and it's just annoying.
Those Toros are great for because it's got those
paddles.
Yeah, it's like paddles. Yeah, so it's not like it doesn't really tear anything up, but they throw that shit good.
Yeah. Like I said, it's no way
like a bull.
It's it's not the Toro. That means the bull.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's not as good. I'll just put it that way. But it's I still love my battery powered weed whacker edger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And lawnmower.
I like mine, but I had to get another one. The battery was still just fine, but I found an aftermarket that made the same Ryobi battery. Because they're like $99.
For the battery,
for a fucking battery.
Oh yeah.
But I bought an extra one just in case. But here's the thing with that: it only charges to the third dot.
Not all.
So it's a 75% charge. But for it does because the other one still works. So I've got, as long as I keep them both charged, we're good. But I used shit a few times this year. It was so light. I threw it on my leaf blower. That's how I got rid of the snow.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even shovel. Just pull.
Hey, what's up, Busy? It's a redback battery
Busy.
Lawnmower, and it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Well done.
I've never heard of redback.
No, I have a Honda, and you can run that fucker without oil, and it'll still run. And I am never getting rid of that son of a bitch.
It's like when you put Slick 50 in it and drain it all out.
Yeah. When I bought it, the reason I bought it was because Neil had one. Neil was like, dude, I read so many things about this particular one, and I looked it up, and there were people that still had one, the same one.
Yeah.
28 years, 25 years, 22 years. I'm like, hell yeah. Best $700 I ever spent.
Heck yeah.
But now I want the upgraded one. And now Honda, those bastards, they're not making them anymore.
Lawnmowers?
No. They're not making any more. They're all only going to be battery powered. They're not making any more Honda engines.
No, really?
Yep. That's what they said. I think it's supposed to stop this year or something like that.
That sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks because they perfected the lawnmower edge.
Yeah, they did.
Perfected that motherfucker. I love that thing.
Damn.
I fucking, what's it? This will be the 5th year I've had it. Last year, I did all the maintenance on it. That was the first year I did it because it looked like honey. That's what the oil looked like until last year.
Just it looks beautiful then.
Snapper. See, yeah, that's sweet, dude. That's like old school, man. That's great.
Get a Tecumseh lawnmower.
Snapper.
Yeah, I haven't seen a
Red
snapper in
snapper.
forever.
Red snapper.
I haven't seen a snapper in my bedroom in a while either.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a real itch on now.
Yeah, it's starting to get to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Well, I didn't really realize it until I was at a meeting the other night, and like this girl didn't mean anything by it, but she was kind of flirty. She's kind of flirty anyway. So
Mhm.
like it isn't like, I mean, 17-year-old me would have went, oh my God, she likes me.
Yeah,
21-year-old old me would have went, oh my God, she likes me. I already know better than that. She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was just like, you look fucking cool. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you want to fuck? Because like I'm ready. Enough of this waiting
You
shit.
look really cool. Yeah. You want to fuck? Just say it out loud. I mean, you're 50, almost 52
Dude,
years old.
She's not like that young.
No, I know,
like,
but
she's got kids, and like she's actually got like a grandkid because like she had kids young.
How many kids?
She's got like a couple kids or something
Yeah.
like that.
Snapper barely knew her,
She's
as
pretty
Premise
hot,
Land
though.
says.
It's
So, I mean, she's a fucking mess, I'm sure, because she's in AA with
Perfect.
that's perfect though.
we all are.
That's what we're looking for. We want well-adjusted
I
people.
hope she don't listen to the show. I
Yeah.
know she don't listen to the show.
No one
it's,
does.
it's kind of hard to get people into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I guess we should
Snapper
dethrone a
barely
couple
knew her.
people.
I guess we
Yeah,
start
yeah.
There's a lot of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one we talked about was a couple weeks ago, and it hasn't come up almost anywhere. And it was dude from Necessary Roughness.
Oh,
Peter
yeah.
Navy Tuiasa Sopo.
Yes.
The-
Yeah.
The Polynesian.
Yes.
No, you're not blocked. I wouldn't block you.
He
Right.
is
Yeah.
he is the one who protected our fair maiden.
Catherine.
Kathy
But she didn't need it. She showed. She,
didn't need it.
proved she didn't need it, but she kicked
She
that guy
didn't
in the
need
dick.
it, but that's a gentleman.
But he was,
you know.
he blocked the shower, so now the
Yep.
other guys can come in the
Yep.
shower.
Yep. And didn't even sneak a peek.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
Anytime they need a big Polynesian, he was in it. Oh, he was in a fucking Street Fighter.
Yeah, I played E-Honda.
Play Honda, yeah. He was in that, all kinds of stuff. And he is a second cousin of former NFL quarterback Marcus Tuiasa Sopo.
Sopo.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
And no, Abram, I didn't block you, but on YouTube, if you post blatant racism and things, it is auto blocked.
Yeah, they
We
tend
have nothing to do with
it.
Yeah, they tend to they tend to frown on that. There's really nothing we can do. We really want to show
Yeah,
your
yeah,
insane racism.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
we were talking before, we're like, we
man,
really
we
hope
were-
he posts this stuff.
yeah, we're like we really
During the
wish,
episode.
we really wish he would
So
post
we can
racist
just
shit.
show it.
Yeah.
But so, but you're not blocked. No,
No, we-
but yeah. And who else died?
Who else died? I forgot a bunch of them, but just today, Mr. David Johansen, Buster Poindexter,
Yep.
New York
Yep.
Dolls died.
And we got to talk about that too.
Yeah.
All right, so I posted that tribute to that guy, and
Yeah.
things got a little
yeah.
things got a little weird.
That
with
was
it.
crazy.
So this dude,
yes.
this dude on the
Well, obviously did no research. He just
Who
posted.
obviously did no research at all.
so he posted this. Is that the child porn? So you guys forgot about that as accusing us of, I guess, promoting
him.
pedophilia.
Yeah.
I said, did he honestly do? Because I don't know. I didn't.
Right.
I don't.
No.
I've
dude.
only know a couple of New York Doll songs. That was
Yeah.
a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
Whatever. I said, no. I go, that's Gary Glitter. I posted it, which is not on here.
He is Glittery Glitter,
He's like, he's Gary, same guy. I'm like, no, he's not. And I looked up, like, dude, you idiot. It's not the same person. He's like,
Yeah. Nice. I love that though. No, he's not, dude. Jesus, Google shit first. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Freaking idiot. No, dude. He did he's done children's movies. He's done like.
Well, easy access then.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Brian's
sure.
just gonna go with it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, he's a straight up. He was a
Can
straight
you
up good
prove
dude.
that he wasn't
Yeah.
a child porn
We're
guy?
him and Gary Glitter ever in the same room
Yeah,
I'm just
together.
saying.
I like when it comes to
No.
pedophilia. It's the one thing that everybody, it's like the opposite of due process. You're just a pedophile.
Yeah.
Till you prove that you're not. Like,
Yep.
what do you
Yeah.
mean? I can't.
Literally always guilty until proven innocent. Even when you're proven innocent, though, you always have the stigma.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it.
Right. It's
Yeah.
over. It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
life's over.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we touch some children, Montel.
It's like so. Like
Is this chicken and pie?
so now like it's really stupid to do this because someone will fucking kill you over it, and because it's horrible.
Mhm.
And if you accuse somebody of it without knowing anything, it's really fucking bad.
Right.
Because other prisoners will kill you over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
Yes.
Pedophile says what? Gotcha. See? No, we're
Yeah.
in. No. It's like-
What's it?
I didn't say. No.
yeah, what are you gonna put? We're my
Yeah,
pedo
we-
defender now.
But no, David Johansen was not the child porn guy.
No,
That's
he was
Gary
not.
Glitter.
The New
Yes.
York Dolls. He was Buster
Yes.
Poindexter. Hot. We
Yes.
talked about him a few weeks ago because
Yeah.
we talked about the worst movies ever, and he was in
he's-
two of them.
Yes, he was in two of them.
He was in Mr. Nanny and Car 54
Yes,
Warrior.
he was.
But
Yeah.
he was also in one of the best ones.
Scrooged.
Scrooged. He played a
Yes.
taxi driver.
Yep. He
Ghost
was
Abyss-
the
Ghost-
Ghost Christmas Past, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So
So
Thank you, Mr. Busy. I've been waiting on that. Well, maybe we'll play one at the end.
he
At the
was
end.
the New York Dolls were extremely influential because they tackled they really were their own genre.
Yeah.
So many different types of music, musical styles were there. There's a lot of musicians that loved them.
Yeah.
And they weren't huge.
Gary Glitter.
Yeah, they weren't they weren't huge.
No.
In fact, yeah, they didn't really get a lot of
Grizzly
you know,
Smith.
they didn't get really a lot of airplay or anything, you
No.
know, but they were just well known. I love them a lot. I always loved them.
Yeah.
There's none left. That's it.
None of them. They're all gone.
So that's it.
He was the last one left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, I know he's been sick for quite a while, but they just
Yeah.
had the whole thing a couple weeks ago where they're
Yeah.
trying to raise money for his,
Because he fell
because he fell.
on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And he has been bedridden ever since.
Oh.
And they said he was in chronic pain from then on.
Well, he was
So that means-
terminal. He had terminal cancer.
Yeah,
too,
he
right?
was. Yeah. But he was in chronic pain for the injury from his fall.
Yeah.
They couldn't even, like, there probably wasn't enough medication to do it, you know, because on
Yeah.
top of it, he's battling, you know, the cancer and
Mm.
it's killing him. So, yeah, definitely rest in peace, brother. You ain't got to fucking, no more pain, man.
No.
You know,
It's over, man.
lifelong career and lots of friends, man. Holy crap. You should see all the tributes to this guy.
Oh, I know.
It's
Crazy.
crazy.
It's a lot. No
like
more
lots
pain.
of friends, people.
I don't want your pain.
Yeah.
That's the part I need to get. I forgot about that. Oh.
So yeah, I mean, look at it. It was a more than 50-year career.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's crazy. So, the
Yeah,
youngster who died the other day from a bunch of stuff, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was a young girl.
39 years.
39 years old.
Mhm.
I remember seeing her a long time ago before she was Harriet the Spy. She was in a little TV show called The Adventures of Pete and Pete
Yeah.
on Nickelodeon.
Everybody was on that.
She was on. She was a regular. She had a cast on the entire time she was on the show. All 4 seasons, she wore a cast on her arm. Like she broke her arm, and I don't know, for some reason it never healed or something. But there was one
That was part of the show.
it's part of the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's part of the thing. And obviously,
Because I was like, somebody needs to go to her parents, really, like right now.
the big gimmick
Oh,
of the
vitamin
show.
D.
The big gimmick of the show was that there was 2 brothers, and they're both named Pete.
yes,
all right.
right.
But then their neighbor, played by Michelle Trachtenberg, had a cast on her arm the entire run of the show, as long as I can remember.
Kind of like Bonnie was pregnant for 12 years on Family Guy.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was already older at this point, but I watched the show because it was like almost like it was a kid's show, but it was like the absurd Canadian comedy
Yeah,
Mhm.
thing.
yeah.
So it's pretty funny. And they do one where it was like a dance, like a daddy daughter, but also mother son dance type situation. And her dad shows up, and he never can make anything, but he shows up, and her dad was fucking Iggy Pop on the show. I'm like, and I was like, I barely knew who Iggy Pop was at that point. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, her dad's an Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
So that's how I
Ariana,
remember it.
Ariana Grande looks like her dad would be Iggy Pop now.
Yeah.
How thin she is.
Yeah, she looks terrible.
Mm.
Michelle Trachtenberg had then she was in Harriet Spy, obviously, and then she was in Buffy. She played Buffy's sister.
Oh, okay.
For a couple of years.
Like I didn't know much. I've seen her around. I've
Ice
seen her and things. She's
Princess.
a pretty girl. I know, I've seen her, and I know she's been in a lot of stuff because I've seen her name places, but I really haven't seen much with her. But like when I saw that happened, I was with Lindsay and said something. Lindsay knew who she was.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's a lot younger. So
Well, and then she did the
Yeah,
Ice
they're the
Princess
same age.
movie with Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall said some nice stuff about her.
yeah,
And then she made a movie called Euro Trip,
Yeah.
which I guess we'll say is her first adult movie because
Yeah.
she was actually of age at that point. Oh, we should say when she was on Buffy, you know how Joss Whedon was canceled a couple years ago?
Yeah.
That's because of her.
it's because of her, right?
Yeah,
right.
he was being real creepy with
Yeah,
her.
Was
Like
he
they wouldn't,
nabbing her and stuff?
they wouldn't let them be in the same room alone.
yeah,
Anytime she went into
Yeah, like
she
it
goes to a
was-
meeting with them,
yeah.
they had a chaperone with
It
her.
was because it was legit. He was creepy with.
He
her.
was creepy
Yeah,
with her. Yeah.
Jesus.
So they all like protected her.
Yeah.
So when he went down a couple years ago, that was one of the big causes of it.
Yeah.
And then Euro Trip, she played Scotty's brother or sister, Scotty's sister, and she was good looking, but Scotty didn't realize that she was as good looking, and he didn't realize that guys were gonna be interested in her because obviously Scotty didn't know. That's the song from the movie.
Oh,
Never-
okay.
Oh,
never mind.
okay.
I thought that would go over. Never
I
mind.
didn't. It took a
I never
second.
saw it.
All I
It's a good movie.
what I remember her like what I did like about her, you know how like all the like there's phases of chicks.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, it was the bubbly blonde, and then the kind of brunette, thick butted Kardashian look.
Uh-huh.
She had a kind of unique look.
Yeah,
Like,
she
a lot of
was-
girls didn't look like that.
Yeah.
It's like Gavin McGinnis says. He goes, sometimes the stuff that's flawed about him gives them identity, makes them hot. Like, her teeth were a little big or
Yeah, yeah.
something. There's something about her teeth. I'm not trying to be mean.
Oh, yeah.
But it made her hot because it's like, oh yeah, that's the girl.
Yeah, she's a super pretty girl.
Yeah,
dude.
that like you
She had,
right
like,
away,
really
she
blue
looks-
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a really pretty girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do know what you're talking about. Right.
Yeah, like if you have a little bit of flaw, it's actually it's
Mhm.
identifiable.
That's why I always had a thing for Jewel.
I still
Yeah,
like
the
Jules.
snaggletooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jules.
That's it.
Jules it.
Yeah, she is.
I always had a perversion for gap tooth chicks.
Yeah.
It was always kind of maybe it was a Lauren Hutton thing.
Yeah.
Then
Gap
later,
tooth whores.
there was that chick played Rogue in the X-Men and the
Oh, Anna Paquin?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had the teeth.
Yeah, she had the teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The gap tooth chicks.
With Trachtenberg, I know they said she had a liver transplant.
Yeah.
We've
well,
all kind of like we thought maybe she partied. I thought a long time ago I had heard that she had an eating disorder, which wouldn't have shocked me.
Oh,
maybe that damaged her
I
stuff,
I
like-
really didn't know any of.
But
when
no
you
one really
liver
said why
transplant,
she
I'm
had
like,
it, so-
you know.
We'll just, basically throw caution to the wind and just say she partied a lot. And she had
I
the
have no
liver.
idea. Yeah, like I didn't.
She Larry Hagman'd her liver out.
Larry
well, like
Hagman.
because I was saying something about that
Mickey Mantle did out.
because it was after a meeting when Lindsay and I were talking about her, and I'm like, yeah, there's people saying that, stuff like that because of the liver transplant. I'm like, I go, but I never assumed that because I didn't know I don't know, like, but I always think Walter Payton.
Yeah.
That's
Walter
true.
Payton wasn't a partier.
That's true.
He had a bad fucking liver.
Yeah, she could have just.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's just,
Could it?
Gary Coleman had how many kidney transplants? He had bad kidneys.
That's true.
You know?
Did you talk about Willis?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Renal failure. That's what I'm talking about.
It could have been a birth defect like Gary Coleman had and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was just nothing they ever really talked about.
And almost always people with dwarfism or some sort of
Yeah.
thing of that, they
Yeah.
always have other health problems. They're not like just smaller than us, but the same.
Yeah.
They usually have loads of. Remember that my mom used to watch that Matt Roloff show.
Oh yeah.
Fuck was it called? Remember, he had his
Oh.
family, Little People, Big World, or
Yeah,
something.
that's
like
exactly
that.
what it was called.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had all kind. No, we're not doing the 85. But see, you brought up. God.
Ah, damn it.
But,
He calls it out.
Dummy.
Yeah.
I'm such a dummy.
But
Ah.
you got to be reprimanded for that.
I deserve it.
but
I totally fucking deserve it.
but he had tons of like health problems, like months and months in the hospital
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah, right.
Can't get those 85 beers out of my mind.
Good-
I
good-
can.
Good luck
it's
with their
already gone.
scraps for your coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what he does with Caleb.
Caleb.
There was
I
another
didn't make
death
that one
today.
up. Chandler did.
There was an R&B singer who died today, Angie Stone.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Sorry.
You can do a short one for her.
Okay.
Because
I didn't know.
I don't know anything she ever did, but she was in a band called The Sequence back from the.
Oh yeah.
They were
That's
on
why
Sugar
I knew.
Hill Records. And
Yeah,
stuff.
because
There's a
I
song
knew.
called Funk You Up.
Yeah, because I knew.
Sugar Hill.
I knew the song they did.
Yeah.
That's why. Because like I saw it on Instagram and I just hit the. I turned the sound on so I could hear it for a second. I go, I remember that song, but I didn't really like it.
No,
So.
I would have to look it up just to listen to it. But she died in a car crash leaving a show in Alabama. That's what you get for being in Alabama. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, remember a guy made a guy was brought up Alabama. A guy was rebutting the the Canadians came back and beat us in the finals of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
the
hockey-
Four Nations. Yeah.
A guy goes, yeah, but how many SEC championships does Canada have? That was someone posted it on when Trudeau posted.
They got
it.
a point.
He's like, how many SEC?
Dude, plus, like that thing's like bullshit. That Four Nations thing.
I know. People seem to like it. I
Yeah.
prefer it to an All-Star game.
Well,
Their All-Star games suck.
Well,
Yeah.
here's
All
how
of
it's relevant to me. If we win, then it matters.
Yeah.
If we don't,
Right.
it's no big deal, and who cares?
So this is what I heard though. Now, so they've got. So this is probably the last year for maybe like the next 4 years of that, if they do it again.
Well, because
'Cause
Olympics
next
are
year's
next
the
year.
Winter Olympics, and then there's some other shit that so it may not be again for if they do it again, it may not be till like 2029. you
Yeah.
know? But they were saying like the NBA should do something like that. Well, look, man, the NBA is a play-in tournament.
NBA is a play-in tournament. Now for their All-Star game, they just do like little tournament. Now.
Yeah.
It's not even an All-Star game anymore.
So fuck it.
The only real All-Star game anymore is baseball.
Yeah.
None of them do it straight one.
And
except for
remember, like, I mean, ever since that year that they let it stop with a tie,
baseball.
they've really tried to make it something more because everybody was so angry with them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that was it for the Thrones, right? There's nobody.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there was one more. I forgot about.
Oh yeah, there's a big
Gene.
one.
Well, was there no other ones?
Well, Gene Hackman,
No, I mean, but
Gene Hackman would be it. He's the
Oh.
biggest of all.
yeah.
Wait, was there another one?
I don't know. Maybe.
I did no prep for this, so I mean, Gene Hackman's the last one.
So from what there's lots of conspiracy theories and facts going around.
Yeah.
I like to put my tinfoil hat on when anything happens because it's just fun. Conspiracies
Yes.
are fun.
Yeah.
But what it literally seems like it was a triple threat, and this is what I heard in just pure speculation.
Pure speculation.
They found pills
Yeah.
on her.
Yep.
Pills are good. It's a pills are good situation. She drops dead. He's 95, so he's not the most sturdy guy. He kind of panics and freaks out, tries to get help, drops dead from stress.
Yeah.
Because he's 95.
Yep.
The dog, everyone's like, well, what about the dog? They had it in a crate.
Yeah, the dog was in a
And
crate. The other
starved.
ones weren't.
So pills, old, starved.
Makes sense to me.
Because they said that they may have been dead almost as much as 2 weeks.
Well, they said his last day of life, according to his pacemaker, was February 17th.
Or
That was last Monday.
or the Illuminati
Or the Illuminati.
had it
here's,
out
like,
for him.
But that doesn't mean he was alive, because even if you're in a hospital and you die, if your pacemaker's still on, you're still technically alive until that's off. He could have been dead for days before that, and then his pacemaker just didn't.
Yeah. Now,
Pace
and I
out.
mean, regardless of how healthy he is, he's 95.
He's 95.
Like, I know that he was out doing, he exercised, he did yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, when he retired, he didn't retire. He retired because he wanted to do other things with it, you know.
And he lived like a recluse. I know that.
Yeah. And I mean, people, a couple times, people like took video of him. They're like, that's Gene Hackman at the fast food place.
Yeah, he didn't look great. I mean, he's
No,
95
yeah,
though,
yeah.
but
yeah. Since I'll be dead
what-
25 years before I
the-
turn 95, I
what
think
was-
he's doing great.
That's
What was
about right.
what was weird was when they contacted his daughter.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we haven't seen him since last year or something like that. Like they hadn't been there or whatever. And then she hadn't talked to him in like a couple months.
Huh.
But the relationship's okay. And that was something they said, but the relationship's okay. I'm like, well, That don't sound right.
That
You don't
doesn't-
talk to your 95-year-old father like for a few
Illuminati.
months.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I like Ted's idea. We could have the group call themselves the Illuminati. They thought it was more fun than the Illuminati. What's up, neck bone?
Yeah,
The
Gene,
Illuminati.
Gene did not, but really, he's been out of public eye for 20 years. He retired 20 years ago, so he's gonna look.
Yeah, he retired at 74.
Yeah, he's 70. Yeah, I think 2004 or 5 was the
Was
last
it
time.
that Mooseport movie?
Mooseport, yeah, with Ray Romano.
Yeah.
But I don't want any more talk about his death. I want to talk about his life.
Right.
Yeah. Celebrate life. Around
Celebrate
here.
his life. You know that he joined the military at 16.
Okay.
I saw that.
They said he forged his mom's signature.
That
So he could be a
was-
radio operator.
That was not uncommon back then.
No. And it was just after World War II, so he wasn't in the war, but fine actor, quite a fine actor. So many good movies. Like I watched more of them after he died. Everybody's seen Hoosiers, right?
Yes.
He's great in
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
Lex
he's great in
Luthor.
Hoosier. Yeah.
But like Unforgiven,
oh, dude,
he's so good in Unforgiven. Like
it's my favorite. fucking
Morgan
Western,
Freeman
dude.
was talking about that. The part where he had him strapped to the bars and he was beating him, and he was talking to him, and he basically said to him, "He's like, well, we already got the story for somebody else, and if your story doesn't match, well, you're gonna be in some pain." And he basically whispered something to him, and Morgan Freeman said, "Gene and I are friends," but he said that at that point, and honestly, in my head, thought he's gonna really beat me.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
Uh,
acting, baby.
that's
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's my favorite.
Hoosiers
Western.
Unforgiven. He was great as the straight-laced senator. Remember the Birdcage? Yeah, where he played, the fiance's dad.
Yep.
He's great in that.
He was also in the well-known comedy Mississippi Burning,
which
which is a real knee slapper.
I just saw the clip where he
Yeah.
grabs what's his face by the nuts.
Oh yeah.
It's so great.
The Package, which was him and Tommy Lee Jones, I believe.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I watched one that I'd never seen before a couple weeks ago called The Conversation. It's from like 74. It was directed and written by Francis Ford Coppola, and it was really good. It was basically just like this guy who listened to everybody's conversations, and he got caught up in some kind of conspiracy and stuff. So maybe that's why he died. I don't know.
What was it called?
The Conversation.
And
It's
it
got
was
him,
about
John,
conversations.
him and John Cazale, who was, like
Yeah.
Dog Day Afternoon, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep's ex.
Yeah.
His head as his Deer Hunter. He's also in the Deer Hunter. But Gene Hackman. What else did I just see him in? I was like, holy crap, I forgot he was in that. Oh, the Kevin Costner one, No Way Out.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great film.
Yeah, there was a clip that
the
Costner was talking about.
The first Gene Hackman movie I remember seeing was actually with Grandma, and I was staying at her house, and we were watching it. It was him, Reb Brown, Patrick Swayze, Randall Tex Cobb. It's called Uncommon Valor.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
That was the first one I ever saw, and I was
like,
like, holy shit!
Dude,
that
I
movie-
forgot
I
about
thought
that
it was the
movie.
best movie ever.
dude, I forgot about that movie. I love that movie because
was
I
so
saw
good.
it when I was young.
I saw it at Grandma's. I
I
was like,
probably saw it.
I was
at
probably
Grandma's.
10 years old, maybe 11. I was like, this is the best movie
I saw
ever.
it. I saw it probably about because I think it came out when I was about 10.
It was like 83. It came out, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw it like really young. I remember, and I love that fucking
Yep.
movie.
Fred Ward was the tunnel rat. That's right.
Yeah.
You know what movie he made that was it was kind of campy in a way, but it was still really entertaining if you take it as a pure gunslinger movie. Quick and the
Quick and the
Dead.
Dead's great.
Quick and the
Because you
Dead.
got all
As soon as
these,
you
you got all
said
these
that,
great.
yeah.
You got Russell Crowe, Sharon Stone, Leo. You got a
yeah.
whole. You got
Yeah, it's a great
everybody.
movie.
Keith David.
Keith David.
Yep.
Cleo, he
Not
played-
David Keith.
Not David Keith.
Directed by Sam Raimi.
Yes.
Good movie.
Uncommon Valor is a classic. Love that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I had another one in my head earlier, and I just lost it.
But
Fucking Royal Tenenbaums, which, if you're not a Wes Anderson fan, that's fine. But
Little Bill's still one of the greatest villains ever.
Little Bill's great.
My favorite villain maybe ever.
He's
I like when he takes the horses for the cut up horse. Like, we're good. It's all debts are
Oh,
paid.
I never saw that movie.
He's all, they cut the woman up. He's like, it's all forgiven now. You gave me the horses.
yeah.
He's all just like, that's over. Don't worry about it. Cowboys keep on going.
You know who had a pretty good tribute to him was Dan Aykroyd, because he's like, back in like '88, we made a D movie, me and Gene Hackman, and I can't remember who the director was, called Loose Cannons, and we knew it wasn't a great movie. basically had the time of our life for 3 months, and it was fantastic.
I remember that movie.
It wasn't great.
No,
but
it wasn't.
It wasn't great, but he's like, we knew it wasn't great, but it was like basically I just got to, because that was the thing, because Gene Hackman was a straight-laced actor.
Mm.
You didn't get him doing anything wacky. Even in Royal Tenenbaums, which he won a Golden Globe for, he played the straight man, and everything he did around him was like wacky, and some of the stuff he did, but he never, he was always did it straight.
Right.
And that's what made that one so great. And they said he was an absolute prick while making that movie, making Royal Tenenbaums.
Is it really?
They said he was an absolute prick to everybody because and it was basically like 3 or 4 years before he retired at that point. He knew he was basically not going to do it much longer. And he was used to making movies a certain way. And a lot of the new directors do things different, not wrong, just different. And he was used to a certain way. And they have little kids acting with him. And they had this guy who barely spoke English, who was his valet in the movie, acting alongside him and stuff. And he was having trouble with that. And he just
cranky and old.
And then at the end, Wes Anderson never said anything bad about him, but he basically just said, he had some difficulties. But then when Gene saw the movie at the end, he was like, shit, this is really good.
Yeah.
And he apologized and stuff. But Bill Murray was in it too. And he said that's just the way Gene was. I love Gene, but he'd be a prick. But he basically, you knew if he was doing things he wanted to do, it was going to be a great performance.
Right.
Yeah. But man, so many good movies. So many good movies.
It's kind of wacky in Superman too.
But honestly, when I see people playing Lex Luthor now, like when Kevin Spacey did it in Superman Returns, like almost 20 years ago now, he was basically just doing a version of Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
There's no other Lex Luthor. Everybody kind of just does
Gene Hackman.
Yeah. Jesse Eisenberg, when he did it a couple years ago, whatever that shit movie was, it was just
he does not really.
Lex Luthor is Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but I mean, like, all right, there's been other people that like kind of, okay,
I like Smallville Luthor.
That dude.
Yeah, actually, Michael Rosenbaum's really good too.
That dude as Lex, really?
Yeah, we're going for something different.
They're going for something fucking shitty.
He wasn't.
I mean, nothing against it. I like him as an actor in some things, but no. I'm sorry. I just
you're right though. Superman.
I don't
2
care
if
they got. Was his head bald?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost his hair later on in the movie.
All I'm gonna see is his face and think, yeah, Jufro.
Yeah.
I mean,
although he straightens his hair now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah. Anyways, but it's. I mean, realistically, what besides Smallville, can even that though? I think there's probably parallels to what Gene Hackman did.
Yeah.
It's just he's Lex Luthor. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Rosie was a great Lex. Yes, you're right. Rosenbaum was a great Lex.
He is the definitive.
Did it for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I never saw that show. I just know that Clark Kent and I are born on the same day.
Yeah. A few years apart.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Clark Kent, the character, or
the guy that played him.
Tom Welling. Yeah. Is that his name?
Yeah, he's from here originally.
Oh yeah, he's from here too.
Yeah.
That's when we were born on the same day.
But yeah, rest in power, Gene Hackman.
Rest in power, man.
I think that was it for the deaths.
So now, if you want to keep talking about deaths, I got a thing to death for us.
Do you?
Yeah, deaths of all of us humans.
No way.
You want to see what this robot did?
Oh yeah.
Flipping out on the crowd.
Honestly, I thought that was Tom Servo from.
That was
Mr.
in
Science
China,
Theater,
right?
We've been warning you. We've been warned about this.
Do this.
Maybe he's mad that she,
I mean, there's only one good robot, and it's the sex doll.
Yeah. He's really mad. Maybe he's like, a couple of streamers knocked one around. You guys see that video?
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, you ain't doing that shit to me.
No way.
You're gonna treat me like a fucking.
But honestly, the way he was moving, it looked like if you watch Mystery Science Theater when they have the robots come in, it looked like.
I like how he was jerking, like. He's like trying to step to her.
He's like, yeah, what?
Yeah. Fucking bitch.
Oh, dude, Roberta Flack died.
Oh, Roberta Flack. Yes, she's no longer killing them softly. I knew there was one more. She's dead.
Yes.
Grammy winner. Kind of got a late start in the music business. She was doing it for a while, but she didn't really break big until, she was in her late 30s or early 40s.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because
Killing Me Softly was like, the year I was born, 79.
Yeah. And she did a lot with. She did a whole album with Donny Hathaway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The great Donny Hathaway.
Oh, Neckbone did say not for nothing, but he has a pretty cool podcast. Yeah, Michael Rosenbaum's podcast.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I think it's called Inside of You or something.
Yeah.
It's
does
pretty
it get
good.
the ratings we get?
No,
that's the question.
Because he wouldn't be on the air anymore. No, I mean he doesn't get the same demographic as us.
Yeah, we're going for that. We're going for the punk rock size crowd.
Yeah, we're going for
local punk rock.
We're going for that 18 to 84 demographic.
Local punk rock in
strictly in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
or
hyper localized.
Yeah, we're all about like
organic, free
right
range.
Here.
We're a free range.
Free range.
Yeah,
we're not selling out to corporatism unless you offer us good money.
Rest in peace, Roberta Flack. Also,
yeah, that album with her and Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway's awesome.
Yes.
Psycho though.
That's what I heard.
No, he was schizophrenic.
Was he?
Yeah, he was schizophrenic.
I didn't know that.
Because like all of a sudden he started thinking.
Oh, Mike moved. And
he started thinking that people were trying to steal his minute. What?
All of a sudden, it's just like a frame of my crotch right here in the camera.
Oh,
right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
right
like
here.
he fucking he started thinking that they were stealing his music.
They probably were.
And like I think he thought they were like reading his mind or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is one day he just jumped off the balcony of a 15-story New York apartment building.
Did he die?
He got some bumps and bruises.
Got
a head wound.
Massive head wound, Harry. I could be huge if I wanted to sell out, but I'd rather be true to my demo. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's it.
Although if it ever came up that somebody wanted us to sell out,
we're doing it. Yeah,
in a second.
Hey, Skarnak was all about it.
Yep.
Radio Underground is too.
I mean,
dude, if they want to give us fucking, I know what he's laughing about. So I was like, I got a head wound.
I don't. So that's cool.
That's Sam Kinison.
Oh,
I think it's Kinison.
It might be. I don't know.
He's talking about. I think so, dude.
You got a head wound?
I can't remember. I think it's Kennedy. It's about Kennedy.
Oh,
I can't remember who did. I'm almost positive. Dude, it's like been so long since I heard that shit.
Because with the bullet to the head thing, yeah. The whole Kennedy thing.
I think that's what. I think it's Kinison.
Wow, it's dark.
Oh well.
I mean, still, it's great. I don't care if it's dark. I'm just saying.
He's got a
Sam.
way to cure.
He said Sam exclamation point. Must be Sam.
He's got a. It's like the it's like if you want to end hunger in Africa,
move to where the food is.
You gotta move to where the food is. Yeah. We have deserts in America. We just don't live in them, asshole.
What is this? Sand. What's it gonna be in 1,000 years? Sand.
Don't send these people another bite.
Dude, he does it. He did it on the Tonight Show.
I have a dream. Oh, I have a fucking head wound.
That's it. That's it. That's what it was. Oh, I have a dream. Oh, I have a fucking head wound.
Yeah. It's horrible.
I knew it was like something back it up, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it was savage, dude. He was great. There's no pause in comedy, man. You don't.
It doesn't matter if it's funny. It's funny, man.
It's funny. Yeah.
So we had some speaking of hyper localized demographic and news and stuff, we had some local news. We had our own version of To Catch a Predator around here.
Yeah. Alex Rosen from I Fight for Kids it's his Twitter handle, but it's just everyone just call him Alex Rosen.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a shit lord. He posts edgy shit.
Yep.
And He's a pretty funny guy. He's huge. He's like 6'4", 5", 300 pounds. He's
Oh wow.
massive. But he goes around catching pedophiles and real pedophiles.
Actual.
Not people who get accused of it.
Yes.
Not
Actual Gary Glitters, not David Johansen's mistake.
Yeah, not David Johansen. But yeah, he so they were here in Roseville.
Yeah.
And this guy was one of the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, real bad. Like, obviously he had the hard drive that you would expect.
Ugh.
And then he had admitted to, I don't even want to say it, just really bad. But it was here in Roseville. I was like, holy shit, you were here?
Oh no, man.
I would have liked to have met him.
We need details. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We got to say what he did.
I don't want to say it.
All I heard was from you, and this one I heard from you, I don't know, was about fluids
Yeah.
in people's food.
Yeah, he was shooting in people's food.
Shooting.
And
loads.
So he worked somewhere that
No. People he was like.
People he was living with.
Yeah. Like children.
Children, yeah. He's a real horrible person.
Yeah.
So he had the Amish beard going on.
And honestly, they showed the picture when they walked him out of the house and got in the car. I swear to God, it looked like he lived across from one of the elementary schools. Like directly across from the elementary school.
Oh yeah, it was probably right there.
Yeah. I don't know which one. I didn't do too much research into it. But it definitely was one of our local elementary schools out his front door.
Yeah. I'm just mad that he's here and I couldn't get him on the show.
Yeah.
But
Alex Rosen, you mean?
Yeah.
Or the pedophile?
Yeah. Either one, really. You gotta get the ratings up.
Ratings juggernaut.
Have the prison TikTok guys come over and beat the hell out of them.
That's a good idea, actually.
But that being like, hey guys, he's here. Just call JD or whatever that guy's name. JD, he's here.
Radio in.
Come get him. I like.
Come get him.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, but the Alaskan Avenger. Hey, dude, we got him. We got him, Jason.
Let's do it, man.
We got him.
Wait, let's make sure we're filming first.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
We're live.
Yeah. So it was. But yeah, he got caught here, and he's kind of. It's just basically it's the Chris Hansen thing.
Yeah.
And it's really embarrassing and cringe when they get caught. And he's like, he does the says here you were wanting to get a blowjob, and like he reads what they say. It's real super cringe. One guy was so dumb that he worked at a hotel. He was like some sort of clerk or something at a hotel.
Yeah.
And he printed out his own chat. Like, can you print this out? You guys have a printer here? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he goes, and the dude prints his own chat log up to the Sarah or whatever the 11-year-old girl's name was.
Oh.
And he prints it out and he hands it to him. He goes, you want to take a look at that? And, he goes, and the guy did the,
no.
Write it,
What have I done?
He printed it. Oh, so good.
Wow.
Wait, so the dude here that they busted, he worked at a
No,
different.
I'm just saying it's
it was a different bus. Oh, Jesus.
Because the one he did here, just some of them are funny.
Yeah.
The one here wasn't funny.
No.
At all.
No.
Because it wasn't as entertaining as some of them can be. Yeah, for some reason, pedophilia sometimes it's funny.
I was trying to figure out
when they catch them.
When they catch them.
Dude, I heard some comedian saying, like, you know, if like that happened to him, if he was like, if I was the dude that got caught, like, say a cop was like, hey, you were talking to a 13-year-old girl on the computer. No, I get off on talking to grown-up cops who pretend to be 13-year-old girls.
I knew it was you, officer.
That's great.
I was like, oh, dude.
It's called role play.
Yeah. I can't remember where I heard that, but I was like, oh.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch a cop. Have a show called "I'm gonna catch a cop." Okay, I'm gonna pretend to be a pedophile to catch this.
He was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, prove it. I was attracted to the cop.
All right,
playing the 13-year-old.
That's horrible.
I have to call pedophiles. Like, how do you talk to your victims? I need some tips.
Yeah,
so I can catch a cop.
Some method acting here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I so bad wanted to suck your feet.
Oh,
it's like always something to do with feet.
I don't care if people ever joke about it. Sucking on feet.
Feet's the worst.
Yeah. Anything but that.
To catch a cop.
I forgot about it.
So there was another local story which I'm thrilled with. We're getting a Sheets.
A Sheets.
Oh, Lord.
I am so happy. Yeah, because Gonzo lost.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Your
lost.
enemy. Yeah. Ed.
Yeah.
You hear that, Ed?
You lost.
Your competition won.
I'm also happy there won't be an abandoned building sitting there empty with vagrants breaking into it all the time. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, like what
smearing
what
shit
got
everywhere.
me was like some people were talking about like, oh yeah, the roof leaks and stuff. I go, dude, that roof don't leak.
Parts of the building leak.
That fucking roof on the church itself,
Yeah,
will never leak. Those fucking roofs don't fucking leak. Now, yeah, them other buildings might. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just getting to be too much of a people breaking into it and living in it and stuff.
When
Like
they,
the train
when they did
station.
the assessment for the real estate and stuff, they said that the church itself, the chapel, needed a completely new, like it needed to be gutted because it was leaking water somewhere. Well, it was a pipe or it was a roof. I don't know.
Oh,
But they said,
mold.
who's going to buy the building for $1.7 million?
Yeah.
Do infrastructure upgrades that are going to total almost $1 million, and then renovate it for a tenant who's gonna want to.
Is that all it was going to be? Shit, dude.
Well, I mean, you're talking right there.
I would have done it.
Yeah. And then you got to retrofit it for whoever's going to take over. And there's 6 buildings on the property.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like it's got to go. I just don't know. I mean, like,
at least it's not a storage facility.
I just wanted Brian to win.
I won
because
But here's the other
Ed
thing.
was horrible to
they all these people on the residence pages and all this other stuff talking about the backdoor deals and everything. It's like the Apple Andes guy talked about it straight up. They went to him and said, "Hey, we want to buy your property. Here's the money." And he was like, "Sold." What's backdoor about that?
No.
But in a roundabout way.
The one thing that
I know. I don't know nothing about it.
There's something.
There's something about the rezoning, which was a public meeting.
Yeah, there's something though that like I know I saw something about it, but yeah, it's not. It's whatever.
And then Ed was like, "There's an attorney who's going to give his free time and look into this and find out about the shady dealings and everything."
Okay.
They had a meeting on Wednesday to approve the final plan. You know what happened? Literally nobody showed up.
Right.
It was actually on WJR or WWJ the next morning. People that was the city of Roseville had a meeting and they were shocked that nobody showed up to protest. It was on News Radio 950 the following morning.
Removed.
So
yeah, because the people wanted to protest them.
I want to tell you guys a little something about local politics. This is what I've learned.
Yeah.
I don't comment on things that actually affect my life.
No.
I argue about things thousands of miles away with strangers.
Yeah.
For hours on end. Because that's what that helps.
I'm just kidding, like have you ever seen one of these sheets?
Yes.
They're fucking gigantic.
They are, but the plan
what
they
is
showed
the
for
sheet?
I don't
even know what it is.
It's
a gigantic. Well, down south they're truck stops.
Yeah, this one's
gigantic.
not.
Oh, like a Love's.
They got a restaurant in it.
Oh, it's like a Love's.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a Love's. They got like fresh food and stuff, so they make food.
They got like a restaurant you can order from. And,
yeah, I know. I mean, that's what I mean. It's like that, or like it's like a Buc-ee's or a Wawa would be.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's are even bigger than Sheetz.
Oh, Buc-ee's are But
that's what Mom said. She's like, yeah, there's gonna be truckers camping out behind it. I'm like, no, there's not. Did you see that plan? There ain't no room behind it for them to camp out.
I didn't see the plan, but like I've been saying that
it's a Love's.
I've been saying that
look at there.
that part of Utica, like if somebody buys all that part of Utica is probably just getting cut right off.
It might, yeah.
I just don't. I mean, how are they going? There's no way that they're going to be able to let people going through from Martin Road.
No, according to plan, it stays the same. They're just using the triangle.
I just don't understand how they're even going to do that.
I don't know.
Because like, where are the cars going to be going in? The cars got to be going.
Crash it.
I don't. Man, that place is
there's
huge.
No
it's
food.
Way bigger than a fucking speedway or anything. It's fucking. They're gigantic.
They are. But I had the sheets last weekend. Yeah. I'll see if I can find a plan. I'll send it to you. But it's just they're going to enter and exit off Gratiot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about sheets.
Like that house is probably going to be gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That sucks.
But like I said,
I wonder what they're doing with the credit union.
I don't know. See, I thought that would be something.
I thought for sure like that they were going to be doing something where they're going to be like cutting all that off, making like a parking lot and shit. It's going to be like the size of that place that I've seen, the ones I've seen, I just don't like. There's not going to be a lot of parking.
I don't know. know.
I know, like they were talking about putting one in Fraser where the Fraser Bank is, and they went, "Fuck you, you're not doing it."
Yeah, I don't know what happened there because it was almost a done deal.
Yeah, and then they said, "Fuck you, you're not doing it."
But you know,
I mean, they must be doing like a downscaled size of it because, like, I mean, they're really big.
They are big.
They're really big. There's a lot of I mean, they're clearly, and they're not making it for truckers.
No, it's not
It's not going to have all that part of it if they're not using, because the only way I could see it is if they're taking the jewelry, taking the street out, taking the fucking the credit union out, and like making that whole thing.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't
know. But
kind of.
I'm happy.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a where you go get some chicken or something.
Well, yeah, you're happy because Ed lost. Yeah.
I'm also happy that it's not gonna be another empty building.
I want to go there and get chicken fingers.
Yeah, you should. They have good food.
I'm gonna boycott it.
Yeah, boycotts.
I'm only gonna go to Speedway. Get
right,
taquitos.
Yeah, right next to it.
Well, that's the thing I got too, because during the interview, Ed was like, "We have 3 or 4 other gas stations there." Yeah, he's right. It'd be nice to have a mix of different businesses. Other than that, this is a drastic change in the neighborhood, and we should have a chance to voice our opinion about it. You did.
Dude,
no one showed up.
All right? First of all, how long's been Sacred Heart been closed?
8 years.
Yeah,
8 years.
Yeah.
Like this month, 8 years.
Yeah. The one thing though, the one thing that has struck me, because all right, why is Comerica does not have a for sale sign?
Yeah, so somebody said.
Yeah, Mom said no, it's in the window again. It's not for sale sign. I looked. Eddie, who runs BP, it used to be Marathon, his boss had him inquiring about it like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah,
trying to buy that corner.
Nothing.
No, can't find anybody. Can't find anybody who's handling it. Nobody.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he's been trying. He tried for like 2 years. Kept trying to get a hold of it. Nope, nobody.
Here's the thing. The other thing that got me, and the same thing that Ed's been saying for 8 years. That church should be repurposed for the community, something that's going to benefit the community, that will go in harmony with the community, just like the church was. Again, that's not up to the city. They don't own it.
The
archdiocese owns it.
Yeah.
The only thing the city did was rezone the spot. They didn't sell the land. They didn't do anything else. I don't understand. And that's the thing. People keep on saying, the city dropped the ball on this one. The city didn't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's been like that for years.
Yeah, like I heard that at first. I was like, oh, so what's going on? And then Neil was telling me a few things. And then like as it went on, I was like, no, it sounds like everything went pretty legit.
They didn't have any secret meetings. They didn't have any secret council meetings about it.
No.
Everything was open to the public. No one showed up to the rezoning one a year and a half ago. They didn't show up to anything else. They didn't show up this past week when they had one. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I'll send you this article. This article has a small picture of it.
The faggiest place I ever saw.
But there is one entrance off of Martin.
Faggiest goddamn place ever.
One entrance off Martin and one off Gratiot, according to this.
Now,
plan.
Brian, you know, we usually don't debate or argue things, but I have a picture.
Oh yeah.
Of the meeting that decided this.
Oh, okay.
And you said there's no secret. Look at this is the meeting in Roseville.
I was wrong.
This is what they were doing.
We're
putting the sheets in. We're getting rid of the church right there. Look at it.
It's the faggiest thing.
I also have another argument. People came in saying, "Oh, I can't believe they're putting in a gas station." It's not a gas station. It's a one-stop solution.
Brian works for Sheets.
So
he's compromised.
I wish I was getting that Sheets money.
This is how. So they're probably. So maybe they're gonna turn it sideways so it doesn't face Gratiot.
It literally faces Gratiot.
Oh,
yeah. But basically,
well, because you were saying you can come in off Martin or Gratiot. That's what I was wondering.
Well, yeah, but it's like if you're standing on the island at Gratiot, let's say at the turnaround across from Apolani's, you're looking at it. You're looking at the front of it. It's going this way.
So is it going across
almost the whole thing, and then they blocked off one part of it, so it doesn't quite go all the way to the Utica cutoff there. And there's some grass and some other stuff.
I'm gonna miss the Apolani's tendies as well.
I haven't. I can honestly tell
he was
you, I
going to
haven't had
retire.
Apple Andes in 5 years at
Oh
least.
no, those are so good. The chicken.
Tendies.
Oh, I get the chicken salad, and they just grill do the chicken tenders.
So are they relocating or are they just done?
He was going to shut down in the next 4 years. He was saying he was going to retire in 4 to 5 years. He was going to be done, and he was going to shut it down.
They gave him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
So that whole
but a lot of those people
corner,
have been there
man, they're all gone, man.
A lot of those
Bob's
people,
gone. My old barber.
Yeah. Oh, even like Arnett's, they're not taking any more new customers.
No, they're done. What about Chester Boot Shop?
It's still going.
Yeah,
that's about it. Melodies and Memories is still there.
No, Blast from the Past.
Oh yeah, that's the other one.
Melodies and Memories is done.
Yeah, Blast from the Past. Yeah. Yeah. Look, Auto Insurance still there.
Oh, that is still there, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's good.
And then that other place, it's got like some fancy shit in it.
Amanda's sister her studio used to be there back in the day. Now it's something else.
Yeah,
that's where Jamie's photo studio was.
Oh, okay.
So I did notice that next to Ed's building where the pizza place used to be.
Yeah,
which I believe Ed also owns that little part right there too.
This is a local business owner that Brian argues with on her Facebook.
I don't. I thought he just owned that building.
Does he? Okay.
I think
they're renovating
because there was the Gattos or whatever.
We're talking about our community of Roseville, Michigan. If you happen to be listening online,
and then
Roseville,
the guy because Gratiot Wheel and Tire has been renting the part that was Beyondi's for a while. He rents that whole thing. That guy doesn't own any of it.
Ed only owns the 2-story at the end.
Yeah, I believe so because all the rest of that was added on after.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it was all like kind of separated. His family owned that, and he was left to him, if I remember correctly. I think that's how that worked.
See,
because that used to be
Cat
something else. I can't remember.
Come here.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't interacted with him since that argument.
Oh.
So I basically gave up at that point. But he just it's just doing the same shit.
Yeah, I haven't really. I haven't looked into anything.
He's constantly defending that homeless lady.
Alice.
And the funny thing is,
she's shitting on the sidewalk.
She's schizophrenic.
I didn't know anything about. I didn't know who she was, but I just saw the free Alice shit he would post.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know who she was, but
so something happened in St. Clair Shores. That was quite a while ago now.
That was
like a year.
But
she
But I'm going to talk about my encounter with her. I didn't know really who she is, what she looked like.
Yeah.
And I was getting gas right there at Martin Road.
Yeah.
Gratiot, and someone started screaming obscenities at me.
Yeah.
And she's like, motherfucker, not really at me, but in my direction at all of us that were getting. And I'm like, this has got to be her.
Yeah.
And she's like, motherfucker, I ain't no bitch, and talking all crazy and shit. And I'm like, oh, that's got to be her.
She never really goes after anybody. She just yells.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen her for years. She's schizophrenic.
Yeah. She was yelling shit at me.
She's got family. She's got family. Usually in the wintertime, they come and try to get her. She won't stay on the meds.
Yeah.
Schizophrenic meds are brutal. They're really bad. They really fuck. There's a ton of side effects. There's really, we had an uncle that was on them, and they're tough.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So
I know he got into
her
it with
her situation.
Ed got into it with somebody because she was walking across the street and someone was stopped at a light, and she kicked and hit someone's car, and this guy said something to her, so Ed jumped and started arguing and fighting with the guy.
He's a fucking idiot.
I was like, I understand she's sick and she's but you can't expect somebody not to say something to her if she's.
Well, they don't know her. They don't
it could be somebody just driving by.
Yeah. So she's
great
usually
chick that's a great chick to white knight.
She's usually pretty much as somebody who walks that way a lot and crosses Gratiot a lot.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers don't stop.
Oh yeah.
Before the light like they're supposed to. I'm going to be inclined to think that maybe that's why she went
that's
kicking.
what I thought too, but then somebody started explaining it. She basically crossed not at the crosswalk, she crosswalked this way onto a little island. So she's going between cars. And she hit somebody's car.
Yeah.
That's why they're they said something to her about you can't always protect her, Ed.
No.
And he went off on that person.
Yeah.
I'm surprised someone hasn't wailed on him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's lucky
because he's a little twerp guy. He's not big.
My man I work with, he comes down this way to work,
Yeah.
And he's like, who's that fucking retard that fucking paints the snow all blue? I go, oh, it was a lion. He goes, didn't look like a lion when I drove by it.
It only looked like a lion for about 2 days.
I go, he was on the news. He goes, yeah, I saw him. He's fucking weird. I'm like, oh, yeah, dude. No, yeah, for sure. He goes, who is he? I go, he's like some kind of artist. He goes, yeah, he's got all the nuns on the side of the building. I'm like, yeah.
Don't know how the dude makes money.
He's done some artwork for people, like the building that used to be the old laundromat.
Yeah.
He did like on the side of the building. He's been doing some kind of paint. He makes just enough. All he's got to do is pay his property taxes.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's it.
Stay open.
Well, I mean, like he gets like all his homeless buddies and him drink wine together. So,
so
I'm sure he gets some of them guys to get going. They go in cheap wine or something. I don't know.
Boone's Farm.
So I guess we could switch to something a little more history.
Yeah.
We've talked about Dethroned. We've talked about local politics. Now let's talk about.
We did miss another Dethroned.
We did.
Miss Yvonne.
I don't know who she is.
Oh yeah, from
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh,
yeah, we did.
there we go, Miss Yvonne. All right.
Charlie's
Lynn
mom.
Stewart. Yeah, I
Lynn
knew her.
Stewart.
I knew her as Miss Yvonne, but I also knew her as Charlie's mom from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
She was great in that.
Which might not know.
He knows of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, I've probably watched 10 or 12.
Okay.
Charlie Day's mom.
Charlie's mom.
Yeah, I know.
He tried to get her to beg for money and pretend she had cancer in one episode.
Yeah.
And she's like, money me, money now, or something like that. It's a meme.
But she was Miss Yvonne.
Yeah, she was.
So
she was part of the groundlings and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Miss Yvonne died last week,
Yep.
man. She's also in The Running Man.
Yes.
And I didn't realize that until a couple weeks ago, and I was watching it with my son. And she popped up. I'm like, oh my God, it's Charlie's mom.
Yeah.
And she picks up Zero as the gladiator to go after Schwarzenegger's character.
Yep.
So joy to the world, Barbara Celeste. Thank you.
Yeah, so
so now to the history.
Okay, so we all like baseball.
I love baseball.
I grew up playing it. It was my favorite sport when I was a kid. So I know plenty about it, even though I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any sports since I got into video games as an adult, and that ruined my life. That's a side story.
Yeah.
So there's a guy that had an insanely powerful arm. His name was Walter Johnson.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
And I want you guys to see the story of
Well,
Walter. Just
how fast is it?
out of control.
And as time goes on, that becomes a really important part of the game.
The earliest known measurements of pitching speed were actually made back in 1912. Who knows how to do that, right? It's the military, because they have a century of measuring things like musket balls. So the first measurements were made at the Remington Armory on their ballistics range.
At the age of 24, dressed in his church clothes, Walter Johnson walked into the Remington rifle range and became the first pitcher to ever have his fastball measured scientifically.
So Walter Johnson walks into a large room. He sees a 2-foot by 2-foot wooden frame. And within that wooden frame are a series of thin copper wires. 15 feet further down, there's a plate on a stand. So Walter Johnson's job is to pitch the ball so it passes through the copper wires, which break a wire, sends a signal to the clock, and starts the timing. The ball then hits the plate 15 feet further back. That gives us a start time and a stop time. We know the distance is 15 feet, so one can compute the speed of the baseball.
Fucking voice. It's like stop time.
They do the throw, they make the measurement, and it comes up with a very famous 122 feet per second.
Johnson's speed was met with astonishment. And from that point forward, the big train was crowned the fastest pitcher of all time.
Nobody had ever seen anything like him. And the game had this new kind of hero, this new kind of mythology that they could build. And I think he's the one that really started it.
122 feet per second was a magic number in a world where human beings weren't yet measured in miles per hour. A century later, We'd represent that measurement like this.
That comes out to be 83.2 miles per hour.
Really?
Yeah. You guys overwhelmed by that speed?
Wow. That's it?
The fastball is probably the easiest thing to see because we have a radar gun.
83.2 miles
So,
an hour.
There's a prospect, the guy who's been working out at a pitching academy, who throws a bunch of different pitches, but one of them's a knuckleball. And he was a YouTube sensation. The Tigers signed him to a prospect contract a couple months ago.
Right.
His knuckleball is 84 miles an hour.
So he throws a knuckleball. It's literally faster than
it's literally faster
than
than
Walter Johnson's.
He actually topped out one time. He threw it 87 miles an hour. But it didn't move the way he wanted, so he slowed it down.
Yeah, but
so 83.2.
Did they say anything about his fastball with this prospect?
94.
Oh,
yeah.
So
in the movement, oh my
the
God.
knuckleball's faster
Well,
than Walter Johnson's heater.
Yeah.
So when obviously you can't pitch like Zamaya because you know what happens.
Yes.
But Zamaya at an A's game,
83.2.
I know at an A's game, he hit 104.
Yeah.
Everybody saw, and then they fucking quickly shifted off of it, and then all of a sudden they said that the radar gun doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And it was bullshit. And he was throwing them even faster after that, I believe. But that's why he can't. He couldn't contain that, and he couldn't.
He
Yeah.
famously injured himself playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Probably the
that's-
lamest thing you can do.
well, that's right up there with storming the beach.
Well, then my favorite was after that. They know he was playing Guitar Hero again.
Oh yeah.
But he said that he did it moving some boxes.
Your
in the
box
attic.
fell on my shoulder.
Yeah, box fell on his shoulder.
Full of
up in
bowling
the-
balls?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
some guy broke the Guitar Hero speed championship.
I saw that.
And I'd be like, dude, you'd be better off learning how to just play it on guitar.
Yeah.
It'd be easier.
He
Just
did
that,
it
like-
flawlessly, and it was at like 200% speed or something.
Yeah, it was absurd.
Some insane amount. Yeah, I saw that. So I remember a game where they were talking about the difference in speed. Justin Verlander was throwing 99-100. And they threw a changeup at 77 miles an hour the next pitch, and it makes me that's what you need to do. If you can throw the heat, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to change speeds and stuff. Well, I mean, Greg Maddux is
was the greatest. Yeah. Ever.
just change up speeds because hit his spots. It helps to be able to overpower people when you need to, but 83.2. That amazes me. I thought they were gonna give us some amazing numbers.
Dude, it's like 122 feet a second. I'm like, all right.
All right, here we go.
I honestly, when I figured out, like, okay, he's not going to throw like the modern guys because of training and size and everything. But I said, I bet he's going to crack like 90, 92. You know, like I figured it would be somewhere in the, because he's the top guy then. The rest of them probably do 80 something, but he'll be 90.
Yeah.
It was 83.2.
He's like an average 15-year-old high school pitcher.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not average, above average high school pitcher at that point.
College.
I mean, yeah, there's guys who are still only throwing 83, 84 in college who are just developing their arm stuff.
I always go back to that. I believe it was Nova because it was on PBS, and it was a sports science episode. And I was living out in Utah, so I mean it's 12, 14 years. Anyway, they talked about pitching and longevity. And the two people they used were Justin Verlander and Joel Zamaya.
Yep.
And they straight up said, Joel Zamaya's career will not last. Verlander's will go a long time, and he'll probably go a long time before he has an injury. And he absolutely did.
You're right.
And you're talking at that time when I saw that, these guys were only in the league 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it was all about how Verlander threw. And how Zamaya threw.
Yeah.
And Verlander used his whole body. And then they were talking about how, then I found out, I don't know if they talked about that, about how his training was. Maybe I found that out afterward, that Verlander's training was all about core training and throwing through his body, not throwing his arm out of socket.
That's the way you got to do it. And look they were right, because
Joel Zamaya had maybe a 5-year career.
Come July, Verlander will be pitching 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
Yeah. And clearly he's not the guy he was, but he's also 41.
I don't know. I mean,
he's gonna mangle
I
himself
honestly
trying to get
think
300
he's the only one who's got a shot. There's never gonna be another 300 game winner.
because of the way.
Oh, no.
Because of the schedule.
He's got to win like 30 some odd games in the
Yeah,
next
he
couple
needs
years.
2 more seasons
At
of really
least.
good baseball.
Yeah.
Really good baseball. Like he's going to have to pitch his ass off for 2 years.
I think he's prime,
even 3 maybe.
Steroids.
I think he's prime for a bounce back year this year.
Yeah.
If he's completely healthy, he's still got the stuff.
He went to the Giants.
Yeah, cheap.
Yeah.
Like when I found out how much they paid for him,
I
I'm like,
know.
holy shit! Why didn't we just?
There's incentives in it, but yeah.
$15 million.
Yeah. There's some other. Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah.
They're paying Maeda almost that much this year. And Scherzer got 15 and a half. He beat him by like $500,000 to go to the Blue Jays.
You know, dude, there's got to be some kind of like fucking total, like those two,
I know.
like, there's got to be some kind of like competitiveness there. Cause
But
like, that's what it seems like too when they went to play the Mets together. And I'm like
that's a
contracts. I was like, you know,
Verlander's the only, literally, he's the only pitcher that's even got a shot at 300 wins. And it's a long shot.
oh yeah, yeah, for
You're
sure.
never going to get another 300 game winner.
No, they can't even use that as a basis for Hall of Fame anymore. They haven't been able to for a little while now.
Yep. It's not going to happen.
They don't pitch them like they used to.
They don't.
No,
They don't wear them
absolutely
out.
not. No, those guys don't pit. No, they'll.
Yeah, there are certain records that'll never be touched just because of changes in the game. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Verlander's like he's
like Dennis Dale's 30-win season.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen again.
well, like you know what
do they even pitch 30 games anymore? Like,
yeah, they'll
yeah.
pitch 30 games.
Yeah, but a lot of times they don't finish games. They don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I love about Verlander is when watching him obviously was when he would like be in the 8th inning, and all of a sudden he's hitting 101 miles an hour.
You get his
He's like
100 pitches, and all of a sudden it's like boom, boom.
He's basically like, fuck this finesse shit. And
Yeah.
just blow people away.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, yeah, you don't have to think. You just react.
Yep. Rear back. There you go. Hey, speaking of baseball pitchers, maybe some of them are a little more unhinged, but John Rocker.
Yeah.
Totally the coolest, mellowest, humblest dude.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
He's gonna fight another honorable man,
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes Sr. 2 great guys.
Yep.
That have had great lives, but treated people well.
Yeah.
Never had any trouble in their lives.
They're
None.
But I can tell you this, regardless of what you think of either of them, Pat, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Right.
Do not do it.
No.
Please don't.
Like, dude,
Cheese and rice, that dude's
yeah,
Rocker is like a beast.
well, there's a reason he can be so opinionated.
yeah. Look at
Because
him.
you look at the guy.
Look at him, man.
Like,
Jesus.
hey, Rocker, what you said was.
Yeah. Not to mention, look, you know, so that was all a.
It looks like it was a work. Yeah.
So
well,
do you think that Mahomes wasn't drunk then? Because like he's on probation.
I don't know. I know he's
All
on
I-
probation.
all
He
I
just
know-
got busted like again, like last year or something
Yeah.
like that. He's been like or 2 like he's on like a long-term probation.
Yeah.
But all I know is that Portnoy is involved
Yeah.
in Barstool Sports,
Yeah.
so it's probably a work in some regard.
Probably.
Because it happened. The announcement came too quick after the argument,
Yeah.
but they both were probably drunk and arguing. I don't know.
And what was the announcement?
What do you mean?
You said there was an announcement. Like they
The
were fighting.
boxing match.
They
yeah.
are actually boxing.
It's about the Rough and Rowdy.
Oh, okay.
Dave has that boxing tournament, Rough and Rowdy, where like regular people box. It's just like a tough man. I mean, the old school tough man Art Dory used to
Got
do.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's called Rough and Rowdy, and Barstool puts it on, and then immediately they had it like announced.
Yeah. I'm just curious, like if that part, the part that we saw first was real, and if he was really drunk, because I'm like, dude, I just read
He's not
something
supposed to
about
be drunk,
him.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just read something about like,
Rocker
he's,
definitely looked wasted, bad.
yeah, right.
He's like, "You listen here, God damn it!" And he's like leaning into his face,
That's great.
towering over him, like, dude. But I saw Rocker's arms and stuff like, Pat, man,
Dude,
don't fucking do it.
Dude was never small.
No.
He just looks bigger now.
He's like,
he looks bigger to me. I don't know. He seems
Oh no,
like
he definitely looks bigger.
well, because he doesn't have to be lean for pitching anymore.
yeah, so he's just like
he looks like he's 6'4", so he looks like a tight end now.
Yeah, it's like what's his name? 6'8" dude, Farnsworth.
Yeah.
That like after he's done pitching, he goes into bodybuilding.
Yeah,
you know,
Farnsworth's
he's
absurd.
fucking ripped, like ridiculously huge.
And,
you know,
and Pat Senior just looks like he just been drinking and sitting
dude,
around.
pretty
Dude.
much. Dude,
He does not.
He's one. I think he's got like 3 or 4 DUIs. Man, he's had a lot of trouble with the booze.
So also they did cancel the fight though.
They did cancel. Yeah.
Yeah, said there's something. Oh, of course, fucking Brittany Mahomes got involved.
Yeah. Don't fight him.
What? She got involved as in like tried to stop it.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Oh,
it's been canceled.
Yeah, dude. This is
that's Rocker now.
Yeah,
this is Rocker at like 50, whatever he is.
Dude, he's older than me. I think he's
50.
Look at his fucking
he's
arms.
only 50?
Yeah, he's made 51 in October.
Look at that arm. That's
Yeah,
like
dude.
a 20-inch arm.
Yeah, dude, he's huge. Yeah.
Oh my God, he'd kill him.
Well, wish he never.
I mean, the last thing
Yeah,
I read was
wish he never
Portnoy said it
fucking-
wasn't happening.
Oh, he did.
That's yeah.
Oh, because Britney Spears got involved.
This Brittany Mahomes.
Oh yeah, that one.
Britney's, yeah.
Hey.
It's been called off. Dave Portnoy revealed on last Friday, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been called off because of this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
his son's
yeah,
like, Dad, don't fight him.
Yeah, like
Please.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like that he's like got like because he did some. I want to say he did some jail time and he avoided longer jail time by taking a longer probation or something. But I mean, he's. Wow.
That's crazy.
Rocker. He's still, and he was wasted too.
Yeah.
I don't know about Pat. I'm not.
Mahomes put out a tweet saying John Rocker's a menace to society.
And
then Mahomes revealed to the officers that the argument was a staged altercation to get publicity for a celebrity boxing match that was set to take place in April 2025.
Okay. Because I know Mahomes' dad posted, "You haven't changed in 25 years, asshole." And that was like,
that's funny.
They do. I think they were trying to build it up, but maybe the family's still like, look, you're still getting in the ring with him. It's a horrible idea.
Yeah. Oh no, they definitely don't like each other for real.
Okay.
But I think they're not friends.
No.
Well, they're teammates.
Yeah.
Were they? Yeah. So was that the deal? They were actual teammates.
They're on the Braves together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember because Mahomes played on a few teams.
Yeah. Well, there's a picture of them on the Braves together. I don't know how long they played together.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they hated each other then, if they're still arguing now.
Yeah.
One would assume.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm trying to think of I have another.
Any more sports science? Walter Johnson's epic speed?
No. Oh, I want to talk about we went to Kentucky.
Yeah.
You guys came with me. I've been
Yeah.
a bunch
Oh yeah, you got the pictures?
And this guy, by this video is from Justin Prater. He's actually a YouTuber. You can check Justin out. I don't know him, but he's from the area.
That name's pretty common.
And the name's very common down there, but he documented the flooding with his drones.
Yeah.
And it's fucking wild. This is not the big flood that happened in October in like near Asheville. This is the one that hit eastern Kentucky.
Just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and West Virginia. You know that little
near where your family is.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not just
oh, yeah.
here, it's there.
It's it hit it.
You'll see.
yeah.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
the video up there. That is where the Walmart is.
Yep.
See over here?
Oh. Oh yeah.
Because across that bridge is the bridge.
Yep.
So for people that are watching this, that bridge, when you're looking down into the water, it's like 10, 12 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not close to the water like that.
Yeah, it's 10 to
No.
12 feet down at least
So
for your Europeans.
They did show one of
3 or
down-
4 meters.
One of the pictures that Jeffrey shared with us showed downtown and stuff, and it showed
That's downtown.
the University of Pikeville field.
No, that's not
there,
downtown. That's Lowe's.
And that's yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's the Lowe's. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we.
Yep.
Holy shit, that valley is wrecked.
That is messed up, man.
Have you talked to anybody? Are they all right down there?
They're all fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dude, he has.
Oh yeah, I said there's the Walmart right there. Yeah.
There it is. Oof.
Wow.
That whole valley.
That is crazy.
Hey guys, that's a big area. That valley's
Fuck yeah.
a mile wide or something.
Did they flush Bigfoot out?
I hope so.
Has anybody spotted him?
I mean,
Okay.
how do we know he didn't cause it?
Yeah. Oh, I know what caused it.
Ooh.
They heard we were coming back.
Yeah.
The girls got
girls
all excited.
got
Sure.
and there was talk.
China.
There was talk of a possible reunion for Labor Day,
Yeah.
and they were like flood.
No, we won't talk. We won't ever come back, guys.
They all went into. They were all at what's that fucking place? Cheers. What was that place? Where
Dairy Cheer?
Dairy
Dairy
Cheer.
Cheer.
Or
Dairy
the
Cheer.
peanut butter shakes?
Yeah, they were all in there talking over with the peanut butter shakes. They're like, the word is Radio Underground may be back here.
Oh God.
And they're like, ha ha ha.
Turns into a Carly Gray fingering video.
I think she's in here to let us know that she wants her fucking chair back.
I want my chair. Get out.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
that I don't really know where. Oh wait, do I know? No, I don't know.
No,
where
it
this is.
doesn't.
I do not know where this is. But
Wow.
there was this guy though. He has good videos of like. I know where that is.
Yeah.
Wow. Like I said, that bridge there to the water is like 15 feet down from that bridge.
Right.
That is
Normally.
nuts.
Wow. That is so that's 20 feet of extra water at least. Now this here, interesting. See, this is called the Pikeville Cut Through Project.
Yeah.
They dynamited all this out.
Right.
And rerouted the river to prevent flooding, ironically.
Yeah.
And this is, there's a scenic overlook you can
That's
go
a
to.
scenic overlook, yeah.
And actually there it's not so bad but it's up.
Oh, it's still higher than
It's
it usually
way
is.
the fuck up, but
because the train tracks are right there next to it.
It's like pretty much looks like there's not much.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a few feet up right there.
Right.
And my uncle told me this was the second largest undertaking by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Besides the Panama Canal.
At the time.
That's how. Who knows what they've done by now?
Yeah.
But it just was a massive job. And
did they send the Chinese in to blow it up?
Yeah. Actually, what I heard, you know how they. Well,
yeah, that's what this one I saw.
This is now I know exactly where this is too.
Where the football field,
right.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
Wow.
That's where that's like right in the area where Hillbilly Days is held.
It is.
Yes.
Pikeville Country Store. That's Pikeville Country Store.
Without even thinking, we both went to the same spot.
Yeah, this is
man,
bad.
I looked it up. They're still planning on having Hillbilly Days coming up in April.
Well, the waters have receded.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Well, you know what I just thought about though was Trisha's store is in that area too.
Yeah, I haven't
seen anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't. They're all okay, but obviously they're affected. There's the creek. Yeah, there's roads entire roads moved over and shit by the floods.
Well, I mean, Kay had posted something about flooding near Joe Boner.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't see any of that.
Ah, yes.
Then
there's good old Joe Boner.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Then there's
you gotta remember at that time I was getting to the point where I was almost delirious with pain every minute of every day, but not quite. I still had my wits about me just a bit.
Yeah. So, but not to outdo them because it was a lot smaller scale, but it was still
a water main break caused this surreal scene of cars trapped in ice in southwest Detroit. And now nearly 300 people may have to spend weeks in hotels as the city cleans up their neighborhood. A massive 100-year-old steel pipe ruptured around 2 a.m. on Monday.
Would you hear all
when
the alarms
temperatures
go
were
off?
already well below freezing.
The car alarms?
We're talking 21 degrees. More than 250 homes were either flooded or lost power, and residents had to be rescued by boats.
So this is a water main break. River.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people saying it's a water main break. They usually have those things. It must be because it's in not a great neighborhood. They're taking their time fixing it. No. When a water main breaks in our front yard, it's a pipe.
Yeah.
It's a pipe.
Yeah, no.
That's a transmission pipe. That is 54 inches wide. It's a full thing.
That's like old, really old school. Like
Yeah.
our stuff is this stuff was put in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
But not like that stuff was put in way long time ago.
But usually they said even with the older ones, 60, 70 years old, the transmission lines like that one is.
Yeah.
One guy said he's been doing this for 30 some odd years. He's never seen a catastrophic failure of a transmission line.
Right.
Ever.
Right. So like
it's not something like
when it happens, they're not exactly like prepared.
No.
Like where like by my house where it broke 2 years ago, like they had it fixed by the end of the day. We had one
across the street broke 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it was on a Sunday. They came out and they had it fixed in like 4 hours.
Yes, it just depends.
Yeah. This one, but it was the worst timing too because the day it was a little bit warmer the day it started happening.
Yeah.
And Charlie Langton, who's on Channel 2 and WWJ.
Yeah.
He decided to, because he's smart. He actually is a smart guy. He's a lawyer and stuff, but he decided to drive through it in his own truck. They had to save him. He stalled out his truck.
So at that point, he was not very smart.
No, he just
lawyering.
So they literally
Langton.
They had to save him from the truck, and then like throughout that day is when it got cold and the snow was coming, and everything froze over.
Yeah,
and it was horrible.
Did Charlie Langton's truck froze over?
They got it out apparently.
Oh,
guy I work with grew up about 6 blocks away from there.
Yeah,
and he said he still knows people in the area and stuff. He said, yeah, they're not having a good time. So they're still not back in their houses.
No,
they're still in hotels and stuff.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some of those houses that might be really like beyond repair.
Yep,
you know, I'm sure of it.
Like
where was that exactly?
I can't remember what street. You remember when we played Spaz Fest?
Yeah,
a few blocks over.
Oh yeah.
So not far. It's probably 6 blocks from Clark Park.
Oh yeah. So there could be a lot of houses that like couldn't take damage like that.
Remember Spaz Man's house when we played Spaz Fest?
Yeah.
Respect my house. You could see into his basement.
Yeah,
there's a hole in the floor.
Yeah, I need you to respect my home.
Respect my home.
Oh, I respect it because I don't want to fall through.
Yeah, that's what happened. Well, it must have been from that flooding.
Never.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
respect my home. Go out in the garage. He's doing lines.
Yeah, respect what you guys want to do. Cook
now. No, we're good. Anyways,
well,
but yeah, that was I couldn't believe how much water there was, but it's crazy.
It's a doozy.
It's not. I mean, it's not quite to the scale of like what you showed.
Well, what happened? The Pikeville thing. The when it happened, like FEMA and the government came through and said, "Hey, you guys had a once in 100-year storm." Because it happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And the dams didn't work and everything. And like, it's a once in 100-year storm. We're sorry, this and that. And then it happens again.
Yeah.
And then now the locals are like, I know what it is. Remember, they rerouted shit again.
Yep.
The water to redo the highway.
Yep.
And so now that the highway, they're going to have to redo the water.
They're going to redo it.
Yeah.
Because when they rerouted because you know how Greasy Creek has an exit and everything?
Yep.
They fucked with this. The way it flows again.
Yep.
I mean, the people that originally did it knew what they were doing. They shouldn't have undid it. But,
shouldn't have undid it.
Oh, well.
When the Native Americans built those highways.
Yeah. When the Shoshanes built 23, they should have just... they did not... They had genius engineering. But Whitey had to come along and make that exit there to Greasy Creek.
Yeah.
Cause all that shit.
I was trying to find a thing about the Pikeville cut-through project.
Pikeville cut-through project.
Second only to Panama Canal.
Pikeville cut-through project.
Pikeville country.
Pikeville Country Store.
That should be a band name, Pikeville Cut-Through Project.
I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pikeville. They're cold down there, too. 30 degrees. That's not as cold as here. Cut through. Before and after pictures of the cut-through.
Interesting.
Here we go. Those aren't very good. That one's better. Okay. There's the cut through. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
And when we were there at the end of summer, Labor Day.
Yep.
Especially with the cuts in the mountain like that, when we went up all the way up on top of the one thing, see where they had cut through the new freeway and stuff. It's a super cool looking, especially when you get some of the foliage going. It's really cool.
Yeah, and if you fell off the side of the cliff, you'd only fall about 10 feet. You'd live. You'd just be hurt.
Yeah.
Because you got another flat and then another flat.
I'm pretty because I brought I got my other phone, my bat phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of pictures and videos still of that.
I do too, yeah. Yep, I saved a bunch of it, but no, it's that's crazy though. I know because obviously Jeffrey's still down there, but he doesn't live there. He lives up in wherever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I don't want to dox him or anything, but he doesn't live where the flooding was.
No,
the flooding took place closer to where we stayed.
Nah, he's still making Pop-Tarts, but not podcasts.
Correct. Hillbilly Havoc has gone offline for at least 2 years.
Oh yeah,
now.
it's been a while. Yeah.
Which is a travesty.
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah.
hear me, Jeff?
Well, yeah, he doesn't even listen to us anymore.
Yeah, Jeff just fell off the grid, man.
Yeah, have you talked to him?
He is still going to all the conventions though.
Oh yeah,
he's still doing all the.
He went to which one was last month? He went to one of the pay-per-views.
So what I'm gonna do?
He goes to wrestling pay-per-view.
I'm just gonna offer him a job. He's a correspondent for those conventions for us.
Oh, it must have been Royal Rumble.
Have you talked to him at all?
Yeah, when that happened.
He pops into our chat every once in a while.
Yeah, when that happened, and we talked about the flood and where it hit and how he was okay and stuff like that. But yeah, so Jeff, since you're too lazy to do your own podcast, you can come back to working for me again. Correspondent, call in.
Yes.
So we'll hire you.
We miss your voice.
We miss your sexy, sultry voice.
Yes.
We need it back.
Yes.
So Jeff, you got a job if you want it.
Yes.
So and
even though you don't listen to us anymore.
Yeah, even though you don't care if we live or die.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
It was Rob Van Dam. I knew he met somebody at the last one. He met Rob Van Dam and this guy, Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man.
Oh, fuck you. That's awesome.
I wonder if this is a gimmick account though that commented. Barbara Celeste.
I don't know. She wrote "Joy to the World" after we said Roberta Flack died.
Maybe she's a Three Dog Night fan.
I don't know.
Or standard Christmas songs.
Maybe.
So I guess since this is weather related.
Yeah.
And it's not a very good list, but we do a list, and it's a short one, so it's perfect.
All right.
Good. I like that.
And this is it's not even. I don't even think they're marked. It's just cloudiest cities in the U.S.
Yes, we talked about.
We keep getting cloud cover.
There's cloud
and it's
cover.
really depressing.
Yes.
Even worse than really the cold or warmth, whatever. Cold and
Yeah,
warm
like
happened.
today I didn't even care that it was cold. Just being out in the sun was totally worth it.
Yeah, what
I
a
didn't have
tease
much
today
time out.
was. You look outside like, oh, it's great outside.
I didn't have much, but it was worth it.
But then I woke up and it was just cold.
It's just cold.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh yeah.
But if you looked
The
outside
wind.
today, you're thinking, oh, it's a great
what did I
looking
do?
day.
Like it wasn't horrible. It wasn't warm.
No.
But like the sun felt nice. But once if the wind started, it was bad.
Yeah.
right, it's feel it. So here's our top
Wind.
list.
That's my storm.
Top 10 list of the week. Top 10 list of the week.
Okay, cloudiest cities.
It actually says top 20 worst states to live in right there.
Yeah, that's a different list.
Okay.
But this is the cloudiest U.S. cities over half, whatever.
Probably over 500,000.
Over half the days.
Oh, I
where
got you.
cloud covers.
Yeah.
And then, so they're doing percentage of days with cloud cover. So let's just go through it. Okay, wait there. No. I don't know if the list changes actually. Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of this.
I don't think that's it. It looked like it changed.
Sucks. I tried to time it. You know what I mean?
Right
Okay,
there.
right there. Let's
Uh-huh.
stop. No.
Why does it keep jumping, Mike?
I hit stop and
You wish you had a 10-second button where you could 10-second back.
Oh, that is.
That's a delay. You saw me hit it. I hit it now. Okay.
Now, if you go to 5 seconds, you're good. But if you go to 4 seconds or 6 seconds, you are done.
There we
go.
go.
Right
No, it won't give us the 5 second. Okay.
There it is.
All right, there
We got it.
We got it. All right. This is the cloudiest cities list.
Yeah.
Obviously, number 1 is no surprise.
Seattle. What's that number say? 36? I can't read it.
Then what?
I mean,
226.
226.
This is days of heavy clouds. So that means mostly cloudy.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Yes.
226. So 6. So that's a lot.
62% of their days.
Yeah, it's heavy clouds. Portland, very close geographically, very similar.
Triple deuce.
We expect it to be 61%, so it's only moderately better.
That's a triple deuce there.
Buffalo, New York, lake effect.
Yeah.
We get that.
I understand that one.
Grand Rapids, again, with a lake effect.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Didn't expect them to have worse cloud cover.
Pittsburgh is always, I don't know if it's like they have remnants of all the smog and everything they used to have in their air. I don't know. They've cleaned up that.
They got 3 rivers. Does that mean anything?
They do have 3 rivers.
River effect snow.
I don't know.
They do have, and realistically, if the weather's coming across Lake Michigan, across Michigan, and across Erie and the other one down, I guess it could kind of. They're not that far from Lake
Erie.
Right. I mean, a couple hours.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So yeah.
Is Cleveland on the list?
Cleveland.
They are.
Well, so Cleveland and Pittsburgh would kind of have the same weather pattern.
Yeah, because they're like right across.
Yeah.
So Cleveland's actually the next one.
See, that makes sense to me then.
Rochester, New York. Again, we're talking Lake Ontario. Probably.
All of them are
and the Buffalo effect.
All of them have 200 days of heavy cloud.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
the top 7.
Columbus is the next one after Rochester. It makes sense because it's literally hell on earth. You expect all the brimstone and fire and flames.
Absolutely.
Cincinnati has a day. They're like, we're almost neck and neck with Cincinnati in cloud cover.
Well, it's because they got skyline chilly.
Yeah, they do got skyline chilly.
But I just think it's worse here than any of them because to me it affects me.
Well, I agree.
Right.
So being 10th in the top 10 is not high enough of misery index because it affects me.
Yeah, where's the misery index on this? It has the percentage of days, but I don't see a misery index.
No, it doesn't give it.
Yeah. Now,
but half the year is heavy cloud cover.
I do want to say
roughly.
Cincinnati, and it's not directly in line, but if you look at it on a map, it's the bottom of Ohio, which means it's like parallel to the bottom of Indiana, and then just past that's in Illinois and Missouri. And you talk about those 100-year storms that Kentucky keeps having.
Yes,
literally Missouri has those 100-year storms and 100-year tornadoes and all this other stuff every fucking year now.
Yeah, so they never have 100-year one. They have
it's like there's another 100-year storm. It's like eventually it's going to get to the point where there's no such thing as a fucking 100-year storm anymore. Yeah, like they have them all the time now.
It's just a storm.
It's just a storm, and that kind of
getting.
And they're probably getting some effect from that and other things.
Yeah. Well, it's
the East St. Louis.
That nobody wants to claim.
Yeah, people live it. The thing is, like Mississippi Delta is a floodplain.
Yeah,
people live there.
That's true.
And they don't get insured when they live there because you really shouldn't.
Well, actually, you made me think of something. And it's got to be 20 years ago, but they had a 100-year flood along the Ohio River, the top of Kentucky, in a town called Paducah.
Oh yeah,
but probably 20 years ago. It was huge. It messed up Paducah really bad. So maybe they're getting some of that shit in Cincinnati. I don't know how that affect the clouds.
Could be. Well, the funny thing about Kentucky, you don't think of it as like a kind of a godforsaken weather place.
Yeah.
But they do get a lot of flooding, and they had what you're describing there. And then they had the worst tornado in history actually went through Kentucky.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, it went through, actually it was the worst tornado system ever. It went from the plains where they normally are.
Yeah.
All the way through Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
And killed a bunch of people in Kentucky and Indiana because they're not the plains people know to go, oh, we got to get down. We got to hide. But they had that fucking system moved all the way up and thrashed, killed a bunch of people in 1916 or some shit.
Yeah.
Did it hit trailer parks only? Or?
No, this is back when everybody lived in homes.
Adobe huts.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Adobe huts.
So what's
There's a floodplain 3
busy?
blocks from me, and we make sure we weren't in it because insurance is near double.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's smart.
Yeah, I know that. I know that river.
But they talking about Missouri again, because it was they still get those storm systems because they not only the flooding in Missouri, but the tornadoes. Remember, Joplin, Missouri got absolutely destroyed probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they've had one like that every couple of years since then. Tornado systems that come through. That Joplin's probably been destroyed 4 times in the last 20 years.
Well, I mean, it is misery.
It is misery. But here's
also
my other
died of OD after Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
That's true. Here's my other theory
She was killed
regarding
by the
Cincinnati
Illuminati.
having a cloud cover. And I think it's something to do with their neighbor to the north, Columbus, to north, east a little bit. But it's Ohio in general. So basically, if you're coming out of Kentucky,
Yes.
what's the first place you hit?
Ohio.
But first place in Ohio is Cincinnati.
The Illuminati.
So basically, what's happening is you're leaving a beautiful state and entering Ohio.
Yeah.
And it's all that automatic barrier of suck that is right there when you enter Ohio.
Right.
And Detroit's close enough to that too, where we're getting some of those remnants. You know, it's only an hour.
I mean, basically, what you're saying is that the reason that like 8 of these 10 are so bad is because of Ohio.
Ohio's a big part of it. Yeah. Obviously, Pittsburgh is not far from the Ohio border.
Yeah.
They're getting it.
New York, you know, it's there. It's right there.
Yeah.
Ish. Detroit. Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah.
I can't help you there.
No.
Seattle, Portland,
those
it's all
two,
your
that's
fault.
Pacific. You know, they're over there up in that corner.
Grand Rapids is because maybe not so much Ohio, but just the lake effect.
Close enough. You know,
I mean, yeah.
Well, no, what it is see, it drifts over from Detroit.
But it's
and we get stuck from Ohio.
Weather usually goes the opposite way, man.
Yeah.
From west to east.
Yeah, unless Ohio's involved.
Okay. I'll accept it.
Or it could be that Chicago's horrible and it goes upward.
That's true.
I watched something.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay's causing it.
That's it.
That's what it is.
We know now.
Yeah, I was watching one of the scariest weather events I've ever heard of was the White Hurricane. And it happened in
he's a boxer, right?
No,
Yeah.
It happened in Lake Superior in like 1913. And it was actually the whole Great Lakes region, and it was a giant warm day for November that turned into ice 40-foot waves on all the lakes.
Yeah.
And it was horrific. And it was like, again, the 100-year thing.
The church.
We're overdue for a white hurricane.
29 times.
So,
for each man.
So the white hurricane.
Oh, that was 75.
This boat got stranded on an island. The guy was so desperate to not sink, he crashed into an island intentionally with his boat.
Smart.
Just so he went in, they were wedged up on the island just to survive.
Well, you know.
And they had to pry them out. The ice melted and then froze. And they had to pry them out like they were cemented or welded in.
Wow.
Superior, they say, never gives up their dead.
Yeah.
When the gales of November come crashing.
These guys made it.
We went driving by Lake St. Clair yesterday. And it was like it was evening going into night.
Yeah.
We're driving by and it kind of shook me because yesterday was like 56 degrees. It was pretty warm yesterday.
Yeah.
You know? Driving by and there's like the waves turn to icy snow shit. So there's like snowy wave caps, white caps on the lake right now. I've never seen it before. I don't usually drive by there that often, but
pretty gnarly.
Yeah, one of the meetings I go to is right on Jefferson, right across from the water.
Oh yeah,
between 12 and
a little further down. Yeah,
actually it's close to 12.
So we were like we were south of Vernier and everything.
Yeah,
where it's wide open.
Yeah,
you
right.
See, like,
you see all the caps. Yeah.
It was cool.
I've seen them before.
Yeah.
I
thought it was pretty cool. We drove by the church where that lady died. It was on Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh yeah.
She didn't die at the church. She somehow got in the water across from the church and ended up downriver somewhere. And it was a whole thing.
I'm Robert Stack.
Actually, it was the newer version of Unsolved Mysteries that they do on Netflix
with Dennis Farina.
No. There's one on Netflix that has no narrator. It's just they just show you the facts and everything. And they did that out
just the facts, man.
But they did it out of a tribute. They're like, we don't want to just put somebody in that place. Robert Stack is where it's at.
Except for that they tried to use Dennis Farina.
But that was NBC just being bitches.
Yeah, they suck.
They're trying to respect his,
he's a legend.
His legendary status. So they just basically said, here's the stuff, and you watch it, and they use the same theme song basically. It's a little bit different, but it's almost the same.
They should do hologram Robert Stack.
like Tupac.
AI Robert Stack.
They could do that. AI shit's pretty.
There was an AI fucking thing with all the Sopranos as babies.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
it was so fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
the fucking one with the hair, the fucking white hair, and the
I know.
I can't think of his name. It's the only one I can never think of his name. Because Steven Van Zandt is Syl.
Walnuts.
No. Syl is Van Zandt.
Yeah.
Big pussy. Christopher Moltisanti. And then all the rest of them.
I can't think of his name either. Not Christopher Moltisanti. Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie. Jesus.
I
How did I not know he was fucking Paulie?
I said walnuts, but I think I was thinking of Joey Chestnut when I said Paul and when I said Joey Walnuts.
That hot dog eater.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
So I had mentioned this, but Mike was already a fan of it, but I didn't know if you had ever seen it before. I said something. Is that Mug Shawties?
Oh yeah, I bought it right away as soon as you said something about it. I got it on my Instagram.
There's some impressive females.
Shit, the first one I saw, I was like, "Damn, bitch, what's wrong? You need some help?"
Man, I will tell you this. I don't know if you can hear it. My stomach is making noises. Whatever. I ate too much pizza, I think. My stomach's just like right now. Doesn't really hurt, just making noises. Yeah, there's some new Mug Shawties. She's got purple hair. So if you're not familiar with Mug Shawties, it's basically reasonably good-looking women who have committed crimes, and it's their mug shots. There's quite a few in here that could, people probably won't protest too much them ruining their lives for them. That one's got DUI, damage to property, and fleeing the scene. She's okay. Some of them aren't great looking, but some of them are pretty good looking.
Yeah, Mug Shawties. There's a lot of hotties on there. There's some hot ones on there, that's for sure.
Yeah. There's some good ones there.
Yeah, I like Mug Shawties.
I just don't know where the you got to rank them on the crazy hot scale.
Yeah.
There's some of
the
them.
Instagram, like this one here, obstruction of justice.
You can obstruct my dick.
Yeah. And this one here.
If I wasn't married.
Right off the.
Well, absolutely, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
This is just a little example of how they look.
Are we bringing them up on here?
I can bring up a couple here.
Just a couple.
Let me bring up this chick. Put her as an overlay. This is one.
Oh yeah.
Very symmetrical model-like face.
Yep. What was her crime?
Obstruction.
All right. Whatever.
But obstruction of justice. She's probably lying for her boyfriend.
She is
an
She was probably 100 pounds and crackhead looking dude.
She is an obstruction, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, her guy is probably not good looking at all. Yeah. She's with him and happy. Here I am.
Yeah, there's
jerking
one that's
off
hot,
all the time.
Got a tattoo on her face. I'm like, man, she murders.
Yeah, there's some decent looking ones.
Oh shit, Blondie here.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's got a good face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Ooh, this one here. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one I saw. Yeah.
This is my favorite so far. This one here.
Someone posted a picture on the Mug Shawties Instagram. They have a picture on there now of Mangione, the one who killed the United Health executive.
Yeah, because he's prettier than most women.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
really?
funny.
I've never really looked at him.
He's got a lot of pen pals. He basically had to tell the women to stop writing stuff to him because he's like, they read everything you write when it comes to the prison, right? You can't.
Regular, this is my favorite.
Yeah, she's good looking.
This is my favorite. I like her.
I would have to say she's probably my favorite so far.
Kiss her on the mouth.
She needs some mouth kissing. There's a blonde right here that's looking. That's not that blonde.
Yeah,
this one's Grand Theft.
Oh, I didn't look up what Pretty Girls. Doesn't say what she did.
It didn't say what she did.
That one.
Oh yeah.
She's bad. She looks like. Yeah.
There's one with pigtails. She's okay though.
What the hell happened Oh, this one's cute.
I can't find the one.
She's got the. If you like
aggravated assault on that hottie one that you just had up.
Oh damn!
Really? Yeah, that one there. Aggravated assault.
Oh man, check out this mug shouty.
Hurt me, lady.
Check out this mug shouty.
It's
Justin Timberlake.
Tim's.
When he got the DUI.
There, if you're into the Nordic look, there you go.
Yep. Yeah.
You're into the.
It's an interesting page. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm just saying it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
She looks like she sings in like a pop band. Helga from Sweden.
She's got a certain look about her.
Yeah.
Which one?
Very hot.
The blonde one.
You didn't see the blonde chick?
He's hot. Oh yeah, he definitely's hot.
Oh.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was a redhead.
It's a week late, but we didn't get to say it last week. But last Saturday when one of us was too sick to do a show. Not naming any names.
No.
We
don't do that.
It was me.
Okay, you said it.
We didn't get to say it, but our dad turned 75.
Yes, he did.
We didn't get to say happy birthday to him. Well, we did. We did get to say it to him. But 3/4 of a century, our father's been alive.
Yeah, I don't have to celebrate.
It was also James Hong's birthday.
Well, that was one I was going to bring up. So if you don't have a birthday, you can do that.
I have. Thought I had a clap. Oh, here we go. 75 years old. Let's
75 to Al.
That's right.
Especially based on his last 15 years of health issues.
Yeah, he's against all odds.
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive in my opinion.
It's real impressive.
I mean, even recently, it's been the last 2 months. He got a pacemaker and everything. So, anyways,
still going, man.
Way to go, Dad.
Something to be said though, like he's had issues, but something said about clean living. Never was much of a partier.
Nope.
Never drank, smoked, none of that.
No drinking.
Clean
no
living, definitely.
His diet's not clean, but whatever, it's fine.
We don't talk about that.
Hey, yep. Thanks, Ted. I'll let him know you said that. It was a week ago, but still.
Yeah.
He's not on the social media, so really, it's not going to pop up in your feeds. But also the same day, and I didn't know this till recently, our dad and famous Asian character actor James Hong share the same birthday. James Hong is 95, and you may know him as David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
I know him.
He was a MacGyver playing multiple different Asian characters.
He trained Booger.
Trained Booger. Yep. He has almost 500 credits on IMDb. He's been in so much stuff. He's been acting for like 70 years.
I think with Booger's like master.
Yeah.
These mugshotties, they have t-shirts.
I think he was Cassandra's dad in Wayne's World 2.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, where they had the fight.
His name was like Jeff.
Jeff.
They have
Wayne, you're a good warrior, but you can't.
I love hot felons shirts on mugshotties.
That's awesome.
This one's titties falling out.
No, it went away.
Oh well.
I like the mug shouties.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't get to talk about that, so I was glad we were able to this week. It's a week late, but it's a thought that counts, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's sickness, there's illness.
Yeah.
Very cute black girl.
Yeah, she is very cute, actually.
Yeah. There's some.
You
guys like. Guys are into.
Oh yeah.
Her boobs fucking hanging out.
I'll get into
drug trafficking and
I have a little bit of that.
affiliation.
I don't know if it's a proper thing to say nowadays, but
those of you that are into chocolate,
some Jungle Fever.
Hot as fuck.
You like it.
As that Wesley Snipes movie directed by Spike Lee's called Jungle Fever. Oh yeah, that lady got like a little Natalie Imbruglia looking thing.
Yeah.
I used to lie. This conversation has run dry.
Kind of like
Ooh, she's nice.
Sure. I like that.
Right.
Oh, that was one I saw. This was a football player.
Felony reckless endangerment. All right.
Do you know who offensive lineman Daniel Brunskill is from the Tennessee Titans?
Yeah.
Mike or Alan, do you know who he is?
I know because I know what you're going to talk about.
Did you see a picture of his wife?
His wife is him and his wife. Yeah. How do you Daniel? Because I saw this picture, I was like, dude, what the
Daniel, fuck? And its last name is Bruns Kill.
Brunskill wife.
Yeah. And
this is the picture I saw. I'm going to show the picture
that's his wife.
Yeah. I was like, dude, Daniel, damn son.
And one guy's made fun of him, call him a nerdy white dude, and then they showed that picture. He's like, sorry, sir, I didn't know how much game you had.
Exactly. So this is Daniel.
Yeah.
His fucking wife, if he's 6'5", then what is she?
She's tall. She's a volleyball player and stuff too.
Look at her perfect body.
Yeah.
She's a fitness instructor also.
She is.
Well, you know what he looks like? This got me a lot of likes on the comment. He looks like Johnny from Cobra Kai on a bulk.
Yeah.
He looks like William Zabka, who's bulked up to be an offensive lineman.
She's definitely talented looking.
This girl shot her husband in the leg for cheating.
Well, he shouldn't cheat on her. Look at her.
She is hot.
His wife had blonde hair.
That's natural, I'm sure.
He's been with her forever. It looks like this is them when they're like young and shit.
Yeah, they met in college.
Oh, they met in college, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's him in a bigger than a Simone. He's big.
I appreciate his game.
Yeah.
Yes.
He pulled it off. She's
very not even just like in shape. She's got a very nice face.
This see the smile on her face?
Yeah.
Indecent exposure. She was making spicy content in a public library.
Can I see her again?
Fingering herself.
No, that's not the one.
That's the smirk is perfect for her. She's got the smirk going, fuck you. I just made a fucking bunch of money.
Yeah.
So I can't find her page anymore.
Just went skyrocketing.
So I guess while we're thinking about hot chicks, I can talk about some other OnlyFans stuff like that, but content creation in general.
Yeah.
I have to dethrone myself.
Ooh.
Lord Despot is no longer going to create content on the internet.
What?
Man.
What are you going to do?
He's done.
What's he going to do?
He's going to go all in on his Radio Underground project. So I'm no longer going to post. If I post little videos of things that I like, opinions they have and stuff,
yeah,
I'm just going to do it on our channel because I don't feel like looking at multiple sources of shit anymore. And I want to build this up, this empire. So I've been playing video games. I've been doing the Friday drunk stream. Been doing the Miller Lite.
I watched for 5 minutes yesterday.
Yeah, and then I played Vampire Survivors. I'm going to do different videos, different jokes and stuff.
How would one watch that?
Right here.
On YouTube.
This is us.
Right to YouTube.
Right on. Yeah.
And I can watch you play video games.
Yeah. People have been watching. So it's been nice.
It's good.
And it's just a little something different because some of those other platforms like D-Live and Kick, obviously it's not a lot, but instead of no one watching over there, we get a couple. Yeah. So it's nice. Get a couple. I got us one new follower.
Yeah,
we're up one.
We're up to 510 subscribers now.
Yeah. Oh, that was here. We moved up here too?
We're at 510.
Oh man, 3.
Yeah.
3 in a day. So I gotta be playing. So anyways, Lord Despot, me, Alter Ego.
Mm-hmm.
As far as content creation, I still argue with people on Twitter and stuff as Lord. But in terms of content creation, Dethroned. Done. Kind of hard to do a side project when you haven't even established a main shit.
In order, to have a side project, you have a successful main.
Yeah. Maybe if we get 100,000 people and I'm making a lot of money, then maybe I'll do some other bullshit.
Yeah.
Until then, no. So
honestly, if we make it to 1,000, I'll be like, all right, it's time to branch out.
Yeah, we got to split this money up. I'm sick of it.
Well, based on current trends and our current pace, we should be at 1,000 sometime in 2030. So there we go.
Yeah, the drunk stream is Friday, guys, and actually Ted comes in. Ted's so is Mr. Busy. He's watched. He didn't watch yesterday. How dare you?
Premise Land says I have a friend who worked for a public library and he had to keep breaking up orgies in the children's literature.
That's so great.
That's great.
That is great.
No, I thought there was one that was pretty famous on the internet. She was doing stuff in a library and she got busted for it. And I thought maybe it was her, but
no, there's one here that shows Lindsay Lohan that just shows all of Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, various levels of hot.
Actually, you're the Premise Land on Twitch. You're actually really funny, Ted. You sell yourself short. You got some good stuff.
Yeah,
as well as here on YouTube, your fixed videos. I just don't want to split my focus anymore.
Yeah,
I just don't want to split it. It's one thing.
I
got this fucking room set up, and I got this new monitor that this is one of the reasons because this if you try to run it just through the Mac, it's delayed because it's going through the software.
Yeah.
So I got to have a monitor to play, and I can play the video games. I can have fun, you know. And
so you're playing the games on the monitor and you're streaming through the Mac, correct?
Yeah. So Friday night I do the beer and games, so I can get a little tipsy, enjoy it. Then Friday, because Saturday you guys don't drink, I'll do the sober thing, and I'll focus properly.
I do want to ask you about, because I haven't really talked to you about the game you're playing.
Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, but that's on Xbox?
Xbox Game Pass, yeah.
So Vampire Survivors. What is it though? Like I watch it. Like I said, I only watch it.
Well,
for 5 minutes.
it's basically just a 2D old school game that's auto shooter.
Yeah,
they call it auto shooter because you build up your guy and he auto shoots. You're not all you literally. You could be one arm to play the game,
but it looks kind of like a horde type situation.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And there's hordes keep coming. They get tougher and tougher.
Waves.
As you build yourself up, you kill more. Build more. You can kill. They get stronger. You get stronger. But the point is, you got to find what kind of build is going to kill quicker, because eventually they get too strong for you.
Yeah.
So you got to be one step ahead in strength.
I see.
And it's fun. Vampire Survivors.
And since we're on video games real quick.
Yeah.
That 2D T2 game you shared a thing with.
Yes.
That looks like fucking Contra. That looks awesome,
It is
man.
fucking, it's based on it's based scene by scene.
Yeah.
So you're playing the movie scene by scene, maybe not every single one, but it goes in order. Well, and you do see the chase.
Yeah.
The chase scene, all the different things. It looks awesome.
The one where it was like running and it's like blasting and stuff. It looked like something straight out of fucking Contra.
It's Contra. It's got that old 2D platformer style, but it's Terminator 2 based on that movie. And I'm definitely going to get that, whether it's on Game Pass or not. I'm paying if I have to.
I'll check out Vampire Survivor.
It's really the best part about Vampire Survivors to any of you do not need to learn how to play it. It's simple.
That's
one
awesome.
hand. My 5-year-old nephew plays it. Yeah, so let's see if there's any. Yeah, the 2D Terminator 2.
This girl is just like, they just keep showing her.
She's a repeat offender.
Over and over. And
she's like Richard Marx.
And every one of them, she's smiling.
And it don't mean
like
nothing.
Dude, every one of them, she's smiling. It's always different shit.
It's called Terminator No Fate. No Fate.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
No Fate.
Oh, my God.
That's what it's called.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Fuck, Mike. Look at this
She's
one.
She's pretty hot there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Repeat Offender was a Richard Marx album, just so you know.
So
I made that joke.
Yeah, like if I showed up with her, that's game. You got game. Somebody would be like, you got game. There's this one before her that's
you're like the new Daniel
Brianna Brock. Brianna just smiling away, and every
she looks crazy.
Damn fuck. She's crazy hot and crazy. What you got? Violation probation, serving time, unauthorized vehicle use, shoplifting, endangerment, fleeing. She likes to run. Yep.
So she's a fitness freak. All right.
Yeah, fitness.
Libel, slander. Dude, she's just like everything. This bitch is love, criminal mischief in the first. I'm in love, man.
I'm in love with the stripper.
I want this all day.
Wisconsin.
So, I guess we can wrap up.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
And we've had a good, fun-filled show.
Yeah.
I would encourage people to check out The Premise Land here on YouTube, or Mr. Busy. And Mr. Busy, we're going to end with one of your songs. It's going to take me a minute to get to it. But he sent me a song transfer.
I can waste some time for a second.
File. Yeah, waste some time. And we're gonna close out with a Mr. Busy classic. Just give me a minute here. We can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're talking about.
I'm going to totally talk about something in a second.
But thank you guys.
Probably about all the sacrifice that Mike has made over the last few weeks. Sitting in that chair.
Yeah, I know. I'm in pain all the time.
Not even a gaming chair. It's just a folding chair with a cushion.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to upgrade because it's pretty miserable. But,
you know,
I'm getting used to it, though. It's kind of like when you bike ride and your butt starts getting tougher. It's kind of a similar situation.
I thought about that at one point when I was thinking about getting a bike and doing more bike riding. They have like bigger seats you can buy, but like even the biggest one I could find wasn't good enough for my ass,
Mm-hmm.
didn't matter. They all hurt. This chair I'm sitting in currently is hurting my ass. I just can't sit this long.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. The guy get used to it, but I just want to know that I've been talking to our Legion of fan.
Yeah,
and they've been talking about like
a Legion of fans.
The sacrifice that Mike's been making over the last few weeks with the Vampire Survivor, doing all this stuff, sitting in that chair.
Here we go. Okay,
it's been amazing. So I just want to let you know the fan appreciates it.
The fan, the one fan. Yeah, guys, it's been a little pain, but I'm starting to get used to it, so I wouldn't feel too bad for me.
Okay.
I wouldn't feel too bad for me. So this it's called "Keep It Up" by Mr. Busy,
the hardstyle superhero,
and Benny D. Benny D, Mr. Busy, keep it. I'm sorry, keep it.
Keep it.
And here's Mr. Busy. He's a techno live DJ, not techno, but like hard style kind. Yeah, and it's good.
It's good.
You
stuff.
Guys, check us out. Radiounderground.gay. Radiounderground.gay for all things Radio Underground. That's our actual. That's not a joke. We paid for it, so you can find anything about us. And we will see you next week. And here's Mr. Busy.
Keep it underground.
Gotta get down. Keep it underground. Keep it underground. Gotta get up. Gotta get down. Keep it underground. Keep it underground.